gift that a model has. And I also appreciate that I can walk up to a door and be like, hey, I'd like to come in. And they go, no, you're not. And I don't go, I'm going to call the news.
I know, it's so bizarre.
Hey, guess what, news? Somebody told me I was fat. Well, what do you look like? Well, I'm kind of fat. I mean...
I know. There's tons, and by the way, in Los Angeles, it's made up of nothing but exclusive clubs you're not a member of. There are literally places...
That's why I became a comedian. That's what you should be doing, you fucking sow. Go to an open mic. You're not a model. You should be giving fucking talks. Make people laugh.
No.
I'm just...
Well, no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying there's a hometown buffet down the road. She can go there, and she's welcome at the buffet.
You know what? And the idea that these
models is horrible.
For what? Cracker Barrel? Like
Yeah, not hot.
No.
No, I think that I don't think it'll ever be mainstream. Honestly, this stuff. This is this era right now. They're like, oh yeah, you know. Silly.
See how this person's got a weird fucking face? They're a model too, and you're like, no one likes it.
No.
Got big old fucking elephant ears and like.
No,
yeah,
I think it's interesting to look at, but I don't think it's like pretty. It's not beauty. Really.
But when it's modeling,
beautiful.
There's one thing that is reprehensible in modeling. Fat.
Yeah.
That is absolutely.
But okay, and that's what makes it so special is because you know how hard it is to weigh that little. Like those chicks work so hard.
And do you know how easy it is to be fat? Like
so easy.
Most people that are struggling with their weight is because it's hard to not be fat.
Of course, especially us, middle age.
No,
we work at it every day.
Any age, or if you're fat, and you're like, I don't want to be fat. Yeah, and then he's like, and you didn't talk about my podcast. I was like, I didn't even know you had a podcast.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I would much rather listen to that podcast than, you know, when someone drones on and on about their new thing no one cares about. It's probably going to get more traction for his podcast. Because then I'll be like, oh,
yeah.
Because he didn't tell me everything.
I mean, I think it went well, right? It went well.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, Tom. It went really great.
Right.
It was awesome.
I was super nervous about it.
Really?
Well, not like during the moment. Sometimes at the end, you know, at the end when you do these things, sometimes you're like, I don't know how that went because you're in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still know how it went.
I'm sure you did great. You're a great interviewer. You're a great listener.
But I was asking him genuine. I got, I think we got like 3 never before clues.
The durability won't last much longer.
It was pretty exciting.
I love his movies. The
Oh my
guy
God.
really. You know what, Tom? I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's a great movie maker.
Yeah, he let me know he was.
He doesn't have to.
It was pretty crazy.
He did?
Yeah, I kind of really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm doing it at the highest.
He really is,
And
though.
I was like, no, I know. He goes, no. He's like,
He's
here.
like,
I was like, I got it.
He's from L.A. He grew up in L.A.
Yeah, well, it was really interesting because he's doing that same thing. It reminded me of Seinfeld. That, for people that don't know, Seinfeld did 9 seasons of his show, and he purposely went out when he won it after the 9th. He had a thing about the number 9, but the show was number 1. Okay, the show's number 1, and he goes, "That's it, we're done." And the reason was, he's like, I want the show to be over when it's still a killer show.
Of course.
I don't want to get into seasons 10, 11, 12, 13 where we're collecting checks and this show just starts to like fall apart. Tarantino was like, I want to be I still want you to be like, holy shit, this catalog of movies, this filmography is, and not,
GGGG
movies and people are like, oh, I remember when, man, he had this one era that was great.
Yes,
Like,
you want to go out in glory.
he's like, so I just want it to be, he's going to do one more movie, that's it.
Oh.
Doesn't even have the idea for it yet. He's like, I'm just going to do one more.
I was thinking it'd be about fat models and
I don't know.
maybe putting a dick on your forehead and some tits. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Be the best gift giver you can be this holiday season with Dash Pass. It's the membership that keeps on giving even after the holidays are over. Unlock savings on your favorite items from thousands of local restaurants and stores near and dear to them for less. With the Dash Pass membership, they'll be able to unlock access to thousands of their local grocery, convenience, and retail store items right from their fingertips for less. Now through December 16th, save 50% per month when you buy a Dash Pass annual membership for only $59 for the first year. I mean, what a fantastic gift for anybody in your life, really. I mean, who doesn't love DoorDash? Give it as a gift. For a limited time, our listeners can also enjoy a gift for themselves with 50% off, up to a $20 value and $0 delivery fees when you download the DoorDash app and enter code HOUSE. That's 50% off, up to a $20 value and $0 delivery fees when you download the DoorDash app in any app store and enter code HOUSE. Don't forget, that's code HOUSE for 50% off, up to a $20 value and $0 delivery fees with DoorDash, subject to change, terms apply. Very weekends adventure. It has been nice having you back, Gene.
That's nice to be back.
You've been gone for so long. You've been touring for what, 15 months now?
I'm a road dog. Yeah,
You've been gone too long.
Gone for a while.
Too long, Gene. What's been your favorite part about being home?
I mean, just the nice routineness of it all.
Yeah.
Kind of nice.
Taking a shit on your own toilet.
Yeah, just being home. Just being home.
Yeah.
Seeing the little dudes, playing with them.
Yeah.
They fuck me up every night.
Oh my god.
Punch, kick, knees to the back. They just beat the ever-loving shit out of me.
Dude, I don't
And
even...
as soon as I pin them down, they're like, "You're hurting me." I'm like, "You're fucking hurting me, dude."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just hurt.
Yeah.
I don't even think I told you this, but you were gone. I haven't told you this because I didn't want to make you... Maybe I did.
Yeah,
Anyway, I let them fuck around one day. I was too tired to even deal with it. And I hear them having a good time. And I was like, ah, shit, what did you fuckers do? Sure enough, I look up. There's banana in the chandelier. Banana up on the front entryway. And I'm talking like 20, you know, we have high ceilings, Texas ceilings. And I'm like, there's fucking banana in my entryway. Are you out of your minds? I got so mad at them. Well, guess what? I was like, how can I get rid of this? Someone had to come out. And they're like, okay, we're going to clean the banana, but it's going to ruin the paint. So we have to repaint the entryway. They're going to do it while we're gone. They fucked up. The fucking banana on my chandelier. Banana.
Do you know what I did
Banana.
today? Well, I didn't do this on
Fuckers,
They did that on
dude.
purpose. You know what I did on accident today?
What?
I made myself a protein shake.
Yeah.
I put it on the passenger seat. I'm driving. It opens. I don't realize it.
Oh, shit,
The
bro.
entire shake.
Fuck.
The entire shake.
Fuck, dude.
So I'm just like, I'm turning at one point, and I just see a pool. And I'm like,
Oh, fuck.
So I went back home, got a bunch of towels, sopped it up, tried to clean. And then I looked behind the seat. There's a pool behind the seat. Now it just smells like chocolate protein in our...
It's so upsetting. It's so upsetting when you do that. Spilling shake is the fucking worst.
It's the worst. Just
Do-
an open lid.
Do you remember when I wore a white sweater the other day?
Yeah.
And you were like, you look nice, Gene. I'm like, I know I haven't worn a white sweater in 6 years
He went
because
to
of
fuck
our
that up
children.
right away.
Right away, our youngest was like, put his dirty hand on it. I'm like, you fucker, dude. So awful.
Yeah.
Did I
Right.
tell you that one time I spilled nail polish remover on my vag? Did I tell you this?
What?
I've told you this, haven't I? One time I was sitting on the toilet as a teenager, and I had the nail polish remover bottle in between my legs, like in between my leg fat, you know, when I was taking a piss or shit. I think I was shitting. And I'm like, just cleaning nail polish remover off my nails, and the fucking bottle, dude, tips forward and spills nail polish remover all over my vag.
How's that feel?
Burned so bad.
Ooh.
So bad. Get away!
It's kind of hot.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, I panicked. I ran in the shower. I was like, I just burned my vag off. It's pretty cool. It didn't burn off, but don't do that, okay?
Don't do it, guys. You heard it here first.
Don't do it. It's bad.
All right, let's take a quick break. And we're back. And joining us for the first time is my friend from Canada, the country of Canada. The great Phil Hanley is here, everybody.
Thank you.
And he has a new special called Ooh La La. It's out on his YouTube channel right now. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you.
How was that? Where'd you film it?
At the Comedy Cellar at the Village Underground.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but I changed it. I put it looks very different.
You did a whole set design.
Very expensive set design. Yeah,
Isn't that fun?
That I paid for.
How much money you can spend on things like
It's
that?
insane. I told them what I wanted, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're making it." And then it was like almost $6,000.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
What part of Canada are you from?
I'm from Ontario, but I started.
Hey,
Are you from?
I was born in Windsor, Ontario.
Are you serious?
eh? Yeah.
Really? Wow. Windsor is the place that Americans they're always like, "Oh, I've been to Windsor." And I'm like, it's not really the heart of Canada. But then I started comedy in Vancouver, and that's where I met Tom.
We worked together. We worked at the Mix. This is back in Phil's sweater vest days.
Yeah.
There's always a nice sweater vest on.
I did cashmere. I
Yeah.
don't want to make a big deal
Yeah,
about
man,
it.
it was always he was always like, I feel like he would be like, I'm not ready to get on stage yet. And then he would put it on. He's like, now I'm ready. And it would be sweaters.
Yeah, I did that until I moved to New York, and then I would be doing like cellar spots in the summer, and you'd be running around the block, and it would be so hot. And I started wearing a t-shirt.
I mean, you did it, dude. I mean, it's not easy to move from Canada to New York to and really break in and do the spots and get you're in.
Well, yeah, thanks, man. It's wild. Like when I started comedy, I watched that Seinfeld documentary, Comedian, and it would be Seinfeld and Colin Quinn hanging out in New York. I was like, God, I do it. But Vancouver is so far. There's so many shitty gigs in between Vancouver and New York City. But yeah, and then you got to get visas and green card and all that stuff.
I mean, that's real perseverance, though.
Yeah, I guess. I just kept trying. I would do all these gigs in Canada trying to get, letters to get the green card and stuff like that.
Well, the thing that I noticed, because we worked together a few times. I mean, we definitely ran into in Vancouver a few times, is how much you've evolved on stage. Because I see clips of you constantly on Instagram.
Okay.
And you're just this totally different guy now. I mean, from what I know.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, you're so much. I mean, you should be if you're good.
Yeah.
Because you're so much more poised and relaxed, and your style is so much more conversational. You grew as a comedian.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. We met each other so long ago that I remember one of the last conversations we had, or a conversation we had at the Mixes, you were talking about trying to get into the improvs.
Oh my God.
That's how long ago. I remember we were standing in the
God.
lobby, and you were talking about trying to get in there.
So that, I mean, I remember that I first played the Mix in 2009, and and then I was probably trying to. I remember getting some of those gigs probably, I don't know, a year or so later. So that makes sense.
Yeah. And I was about to do Craig Ferguson for the first time, and I was freaking out. And you put me in touch with Ryan, because Ryan had just done Craig Ferguson. We call it, so it was really nice.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to see. I mean, and I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it is. I really respect coming from Canada, going to LA or New York, but just going to another country and trying to break into that system. I just feel like it's probably intimidating as shit.
Hard.
Yeah, it's weird. Thank you for saying that. I don't think people realize what a pain in the ass. So you're 6 years into comedy. I saved up all my money. Then you got to get a lawyer. Then you get work papers, and they last for 3 years. Then you got to get more work papers. Then you got to roll the dice with the green card. Yeah, it was. I've had a lot of roommates.
And then how about the actual comics? Were you? I mean, was it pretty standard? Were people cool to you right away? No.
No, I remember when I first moved to New York, and I had done a couple things on American television and stuff like that. And I remember I had one name. I knew Rory Scovel and Vince Averill were the only two dudes I knew. And I went to someone recommended me to this basically an open mic, but they told me it was a show. I go down, there's 5 people in some basement in the East Village, and I say to the guy, I'm like, hey, so and so said I'd come in, and I'd love to do a spot sometime. Even though I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is the worst show I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, I'd love to do a spot sometime. And he goes, yeah, send me a tape.
No.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, this is gonna be
brutal. What year is this?
Yeah. This would be probably just after we met, probably maybe 2010 10 or something like that.
And that's when you went to New York?
Yeah, like I've been in New York around 10 years now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was long. Yeah.
Wow. So you're like do you love New York?
I do. Yeah, I do love New York. Yeah. I love New York. I wish it was close, like so far from Vancouver. Like it's so far from my family, but
Yeah. I love going to Vancouver still.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I had great memories, dude.
Then, that's right. Not Rianu Keeves. We're going to be making his long-lost cousin. That's right, Keanu Reeves. The OG! Finally, the Mr. Breathtaking man himself. I thought, why not? Let's put him in the game. He's not been represented yet, so
They say
the
you'll
real
be blessed.
Keanu Reeves right here live for charity. And we have to somehow help him survive 102 days. Which, oh god, it's gonna be a nightmare. 70 plus sneak equals win. Yeah, we could do that, but we gotta get Keanu. Now we do have a few. Like I don't necessarily know what we're doing. I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. If you want there to be, challenges and restrictions, let me know. Let me know if you want there to be, I don't know, a limit on the amount of weapons I can use. Like maybe I can't use heavy armor. That's fine. Maybe I can't use magic. That's okay. Maybe I can't use potions. Okay, don't say that one. Don't you dare say that one. No weapons. No weapons. My hands on my mouth. No weapons. No weapons and no potions. That would literally be magic only. Magic only. So what? You want me to be no potions, only food. So magic only with no potions. Connor Brown suggests the rare concept of no game. No game is not an option. Okay, no weapons. No weapons, no healing magic. We can't do no weapons, no healing magic. No potions. God, what if it was food only healing? That would be terrible. Magic only and no... what was that? No combat magic spells? Oh, that'd be horrible. That would actually be horrible. Staff only? Staffs only could be fun. No moving? No moving? No stream challenge? No stream, yes.
No!
Well, you're playing on legendary difficulty in survival mode. You practically are playing with 1 HP. Potion only. Potion only can be fun because you basically make poisons and then put them on your weapons, which is actually quite fun. Kiane must only dual wield staffs, John Wick style. Dual wielding staffs. God, what if you went for a staff? A staff build would be really fun. Like that's not limiting in a way. I do like staffs though. Weapons only will the stream be a video later? Yes, it will. I'll leave the VOD up because when we leave the VOD up, people will see this VOD here and then they can still donate to charity. So it's like the Jingle Jam runs until the end of December. You can donate £35 from here until the end of December and you get £1,000 worth of Steam keys to do whatever you want with. You can keep them all, you can give them to your friends, you could you could do whatever you want with them. I'm not going to say what you can do with your tax-free charitable donation because at the end of the day, you can expense a charitable donation and who knows what you do with the keys. I'm not saying it's unlimited free money, but I love charity. And I love this event. No Fortify Restoration loop. Well, we're not going to do a Fortify. Wabberjack only. Oh, what if we did a Wabberjack run? Oh my gosh. Only crafted stuffs. Can you even craft stuffs? Wabberjack only could be good. Okay, Connor, can you... Actually, I'll make the poll. It's... Okay, we've got a few choices. It's either going to be Skyrim Limitation, Wabberjack only, which if you don't know is a staff where when it hits an enemy, a random effect happens on them. I'll also add Shout only, could be quite fun. And then I'll also add no weapons... no weapons, and no combat magic. Sounds horrible. I'm guessing I'm also not allowed cloves in any. I'm not allowed cloves in that one. Okay, so no weapons, no combat magic, no armor. That one sounds like hell. Just have to be a naked man summoning tier 1 zombies over and over again. God, what do I sign myself up to? This will be good fun. Shield bashing only. Shield bashing is actually really quite powerful, okay? Shield bashing is great because that means I'm, like, I have a defense, which a defense is quite good. No fast travel. We're playing on survival mode, so you can't fast travel anyway. I don't know how many of you guys have ever played survival mode, but it's hell. You have to eat food and you have to sleep. If you don't eat food, all of your potions are weaker. If you don't sleep, you're just massively weaker. It's insane. Like, I think it's, if you don't sleep every like 4 hours in game, you end up where like the potions you take are 30% less effective, which is so horrible to play with. It's so bad. Okay, Wabberjack only has very clearly won. Okay, right. Great. Oh god. Oh god. Right. Wabberjack only is. You chat. You are horrible. Right. For causing this suffering, you're hereby required to
Take me aside.
You must
Watch me.
God damn. Wabberjack only. Okay. Now we have to make Rianu Keeves. Skin tone. He's quite a light boy. Sorry, not Rianu Keeves. Rianu Reed. Gosh, it's so easy to mix them up. One's a famous celebrity and the other's just an actor, dude. He's a beautiful man, though. Gosh,
I will not change what I am.
he's not that
Just
big in terms of
take me as I am.
slim him down.
Watch
He's
me
kind of like
as I go.
build, probably like this.
I am me.
He hasn't quite got the tree trunky arms.
I
That's a
don't
good
be.
skin tone for him. Complexion-wise,
I will not change
he's
what
not
I am.
that age.
Just to fit in.
He doesn't
Take
age
me as
that
I am.
much, the legendary.
Watch me as I
You
go.
have a scar? Of course you'd have a scar. He's fought in the legendary John Wick Wars. He has to have this giant scar across. Oh yes, the side of his face. That's really good. We've got to get the color done because that's generally what I need done first. I need the hair color sorted, and the hair color, of course, has to be black. So that is the legendary color of Keanu Reeves. He knows Kung Fu. He does know Kung Fu. I'm not going to do a Keanu Reeves impression because he's just like, you know, American. I can't do that. Okay, what hair can we do? These are all really quite good. This is, I think, could be some of the closest we've got. Okay, oh, this one. This one is pretty close to how it is. Nope, this one. Yeah, this one is very close to how it is in the real life. Yep, pretty happy with this one. You know, sometimes when I look in chat on a live stream, I get some really good advice, like, hey, use this spell, this is great. And then just sometimes just YouTube chat just says like a word, like someone just said Argentina. Like,
Back
I don't understand.
down.
If you're like just at a keyboard,
No, I
and
won't
you're watching a live
back
stream, someone plays
down.
Siren, and you're just like, yes, I make good addition to live stream chat. Argentina. What is that? What have I done? No. Yes, tasty. He's having a snack. He's having a
Ag
snack.
Industry. Tune in tonight at 11 for more updates on Gotham's Cape Crusader.
That's not Batman. It's probably Nightwing, filling in for Bats.
And you, just happen to know Batman, huh?
Knew him. He's gone now. The old boy wonder knows to keep the Bat legend flying, or else Gotham will explode with crime.
Interesting theory. You said you fought alongside him?
Oh, I'm a new man now. Got a new life, starting over fresh. At least that's what I write in my journal. My therapist says that'll help. Eventually.
Talking things out helps too, friend. As it turns out, I happen to be a good listener.
Yeah, Sure thing. You know, this reminds me of a joke I told Bats once. You want to hear it? See, there were these two guys in a lunatic asylum, and one night they decide they don't like living in an asylum anymore. They decide they're going to escape. So, like, they get up onto the roof, and there, just across this narrow gap, they see the rooftops of the town, stretching away in the moonlight, stretching away to freedom. Now, the first guy, he jumps right across with no problem. But his friend didn't dare make the leap. You see, he's afraid of falling. So then the first guy has an idea. He says, hey, I have my flashlight with me. I'll shine it across the gap between the buildings. You can walk along the beam and join me. But the second guy just shakes his head. He says, what do you think I am, crazy? Turn it off when I was halfway across. Crickets. It's just not the same joke without Batman here.
Well, next time I see him, I'll tell the big man you said hello.
Wonder.
I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you in your weakest moments to your strongest ones. I'm gonna love you when you're happy. And I'm gonna still love you the most when you're sad. Don't you understand? I'm here. And I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you in your...
And with that, the 2022 season comes to an end. Good night.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside him now, living my life, getting out dreams, people told me...
And with that, the 2022 season comes to an end. Good night.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer.
I'll be sure to fill this forest with trees.
The horse bandits are hardly pushovers.
Click the link below to save money on your online shopping. And also, limited edition Al Capone is on sale now. Get it quick before they sell out. Link in the description down below. Good morning, honey. What's for breakfast? The usual. 2 caskets of rum, a mug of hard cider, and a full bottle of wine. Oh boy! Oh, I'm running late. I'll have to take it with you. Don't forget your lunch. It's a 6-pack of beer, a flask of whiskey, 6 shots of tequila, and as a special treat, a banana. Oh, gee whiz. I'm gonna be smashed today. Enjoy your day of operating Sharp Tanger's Pharmacy. I can't believe this is happening. God bless America. Okay, gotta go. I love my life! America, the land of beautiful strip malls, top-class infrastructure, and wonderful urban sprawl. Ah, yes, beautiful America. But what's the most American thing you can think of? The Statue of Liberty? Mount Rushmore? A crazy lady in a mobility scooter yelling at a pigeon? Well, what if I told you the answer is alcohol? That's right. When the Puritans arrived on America's shores, they brought a ship packed with beer. George Washington provided his men with a daily cup of whiskey. Andrew Jackson's inauguration party left the White House so trashed that everybody had to be ordered outside. Frederick Douglass said whiskey made him feel like a president. Me too, Frederick. Me too. Americans drank at breakfast. Doctors prescribed their patients hard liquor. In the 19th century, Americans drank 3 times as much as their modern-day counterparts. That's a lot of whiskey. Hey, Jerry, how's that report coming along? Already done, sir. I've also organized your paperwork, watered your flowers, and been a father figure to your children. Wait a minute. What's that smell? Have you been drinking at work? No, sir, I would never. Well, why not? Everyone else is doing it, but I got all my work done. You're fired! Americans drink at work. They drink at barn raisings, baptisms, and public hangings. Heavy drinking was so normal that it was as American as apple pie. Hi, everyone. My name's Ron, and I'm an alcoholic. Get over yourself, Ron. We're all alcoholics. But more and more Americans began to wonder whether all of this truly was a normal way to live. Were Americans drinking, perhaps, a little too much? Well, one group in particular thought the answer to that was yes. You know them, you love them. Woman. Oh, crap! Woman! Wrong! Hang on. Just want to talk. Come on, Fred. You've got 2 kids and a wife at home. Yet here you are spending your entire paycheck on booze. And you got this straight. You were on the cusp of discovering country. But what did you discover instead? The sweet, sweet joys of whiskey. That's right. Alcohol. It's destroying our families, our jobs, and our homes. She's right. She's right. Hang on, men. Don't let them get to you. This saloon is our safe space where our wives and children can't annoy us with reality, where we're free to be real men. Right. Right. I am a man. And what does it real men do? Take care of their families. No. We drink beer, we shoot guns, and we mud wrestle! As America's heavy drinking ruined more and more lives, moral resistance began to arise, and women were at the forefront, taking matters into their own hands at a time when women doing just about anything was shocking. They'd had enough of being victims to their husband's heavy drinking, and they were going to do something unprecedented. Going to what? I'm going to protest. Women can't protest. Starting in Ohio, before spreading nationwide, women began a crusade against alcohol. They marched through towns and cities, singing hymns, gathering outside saloons, and praying on their knees. Women praying was so terrifying that in some towns, schools were shut and business stagnated. On one occasion, firemen were called out to hose down the dangerous trained women. On another, the owner of a beer garden reportedly held a cannon outside and threatened to reduce the savage women to dust. Nevertheless, they persisted. They formed the WCTU in 1874. And they organized. They set up homes for inebriate women. They installed water fountains in public parks. They wrote textbooks for school children that contain some interesting claims about drinking alcohol. Here's little Timmy. Uh-oh. Looks like Timmy's gonna have his first drink. He's taking a small sip of whiskey, and Timmy has spontaneously combusted. The end. The woman's efforts weren't in vain. In small towns across America, drugstores agreed to stop fulfilling prescriptions for alcohol. Men committed themselves to giving up drink. Inspired by the woman's moral fervor, some saloon owners closed their doors. The Women's Crusade and other temperance movements were forcing people to reconsider alcohol's role in society, and more people began to side with the growing temperance movement. Many states had even begun enacting their own dry laws that restricted the sale and use of alcohol. One of them was Kansas, where alcohol had been outlawed since 1881. Despite this, many illegal saloons remained open, and authorities had done just about nothing to stop them. One woman, disgusted by what she saw, decided she would take the law into her own hands. And not just any woman, a terrifying, hatchet-wielding, sweet old lady named Carrie Nation. Armed with her trusty hatchet and a bag of what she called smashers, she traveled from town to town visiting saloons. But she wasn't there to get smashed. She was there to smash. The men could do nothing but cower as sweet little Carrie hulked out and tore the place to shreds. She went to Kiowa and smashy smashed. Wichita, smashy smash. Topeka, smashy smash. On a couple of occasions, she was arrested, but each time they were like, okay, Carrie, we're gonna let you go so long as you promise to be a good girl and not smash up anyone's saloon. Okay? Screw you, pig! Yeah, I think she's gonna be all right. Smash, smash, smash. Carrie's tactics shocked the other members of the Women's Christian Temperance Union, but she assured them, and this is a quote, "Ladies, you do not know how much joy you will have until you smash, smash, smash." Carrie became a household name, and she hoped her unusual tactics would spread across the country. But unfortunately, many of the women's movements eventually slowed down. Why? Well, because of this kind of thing. Thelma, I ripped my pants again. Ugh, well, you'll have to sew them yourself because I'm going out protesting. What? I don't know how to sew. What if I burn the house down and get eaten by alligators? What? Don't be stupid, Mitch. Look, I've gotta go. Hey, Thelma! Look who's See, while the women were out protesting, there was nobody to do the cooking and cleaning and being seen and not heard, and they gradually had to return to their duties at home. But where the women had got the ball rolling, a new movement was about to take that ball all the way to Washington, D.C. I'm talking about the Anti-Saloon League. The Anti-Saloon League was a political pressure group run by a very sweet-looking old man. But don't let that deceive you. This guy was an evil genius. While the women's movement was interested in the whole range of issues, Wayne Wheeler and the Anti-Saloon League only cared about number one, Mr. Al, the Hall. And as a result, they were extremely effective. They were able to exploit the fears of the American people. And I knew everyone. Here's how they did it. Hello, sir. Welcome to the liberal progressive rap. Why don't you introduce yourself? Well, I'm Patty, and I'm an immigrant from Ireland. And tell me, Patty, do you drink? Oh, yes. I drink a lot. See, folks, people like Patty come here looking for a better life, only to end up drunk in the gutter. Don't worry, sir. We're gonna help you. Hey, man, you're doing great. I just need you for one more thing. Christian conservatives, this is Patty. He's a dirty Catholic Irish immigrant who's come to destroy America with his alcohol-fueled debauchery! Workers were told alcohol was a capitalist ploy to keep them subjugated. Factory owners were told alcohol was making their irresponsible workers lazy. The black community was warned alcohol was hindering its progress, while racists were warned alcohol would turn black men into brutes. In one of the most confusing eras of American politics, totally opposing groups found themselves agreeing on at least one thing: alcohol was bad. The Anti-Saloon League also made great use of propaganda, something prohibitionists have been doing for decades. Take this specimen, for example, that warns what will happen to you if you start drinking. Let's see. First you take a drink, you get a little rowdy, okay. You make some new friends, nice. Then you become homeless. You turn to crime.
The horse bandits are hardly pushovers.
But the most effective tactic Wheeler used to force prohibition on America was pressure politics. In any election he could, Wheeler very successfully rounded up support against any politician who was in favor of alcohol. In Ohio alone, he had 70 state representatives and the popular Republican governor ousted from office and replaced with prohibitionists. Suddenly, every politician in America was afraid of Wayne Wheeler. Even those who enjoyed alcohol in private began pretending to be against it in public. Alcohol is delicious.
The horse bandits are
malicious.
hardly
Sorry,
pushovers.
Wayne. I'm really drunk right now. Then it really hit the fan in 1917, when America found itself fighting in the First World War against Germany. Anti-German sentiment exploded. Sauerkraut became liberty cabbage. German measles became liberty measles. And Dachshunds became the embodiment of evil. See, America? You've always been this way. The biggest brewers in America were German, and Wheeler saw to it that drinking alcohol became akin to pro-German treason. The German brewers desperately tried to fight back, creating their own propaganda, presenting beer as a healthy beverage, one that you could even give to your kids. As you can imagine, it didn't go down well. President Wilson instituted some temporary wartime prohibition measures to save grain for food, and with many in the country now in support of prohibition, all that was left was to make it law. One problem was that taxes on alcohol made up nearly 40% of the US government's annual revenue. And the government wasn't just about to give that up. No problem. The Anti-Saloon League helped lobby for the creation of a new income tax on the American people. And just like that, the government was no longer reliant on alcohol. Prohibition was finally introduced to Congress in 1913, not just as a law, but a constitutional amendment. In 1917, as the House held their final vote on the Prohibition Amendment, Wheeler was watching from the gallery. You spineless cowards. I know half of you drink, yet here you are bowing down to Ned Flanders up there. Look at him, like he's some kind of Caesar. Ugh, don't be so dramatic. I obviously don't think I'm Caesar. Now release the lion. In the end, Prohibition passed the House easily, 282 votes to 128, and the states ratified the new amendment by 1919. America, a nation obsessed with liberty and freedom, had just voluntarily given up its private right to choose whether or not to drink alcohol. We did it, folks. We fixed everything. America will be perfect forever. You just dissolved America's 5th largest industry and lost tens of thousands of jobs for us immigrants. No, you idiot. You don't get it. We helped you, idiot. Ugh, I could really go for a beer. Ow! No! Immediately after Prohibition went into effect, alcohol consumption in America decreased as Americans followed the law and tried not drinking. Man, if we're gonna be law-abiding good boys, we need something else to fill the dark, lonely void that delicious beer once did. Well, how about we crack open a nice cold can of water? Hell yeah! Toss it over. Nah, this isn't doing it for me. Let's try knitting. This isn't filling the dark void at all. Wanna play some kites? Ah, screw it. Let's go get some illegal beer. While it seemed like many Americans supported Prohibition, after the law went into effect, it seemed like just as many Americans intended to keep on drinking, and they would go on to find a variety of ways to break the new law. Here's a question for you. Do you like breaking the law? Well, shame on you. Or do you like saving money when you shop online? Then you should use Honey. Do you ever shop in store? Of course not. Then you'd have to talk to real-life people. Yuck. You'd rather shop online in the comfort and darkness of your mom's basement, punching Patty, passing Prohibition, and procuring pints. Pretty soon after the new law went into effect, the failures of Prohibition were already beginning to rear their ugly heads. For starters, the details of the new Prohibition law, written by none other than Wayne Wheeler himself, turned out to be more draconian than expected. Many Prohibition supporters only wanted to outlaw hard liquor and hoped beer would remain legal, but the Volstead Act outlawed anything over 0.5%. That would make Liberty Cabbage illegal. Secondly, the new law was full of loopholes that Americans very quickly began to exploit. For example, while the sale and manufacture of liquor was illegal, drinking it wasn't. And you could also keep any alcohol you had before the law went into effect. So many private clubs hoarded huge amounts of alcohol that saw them through the entire Prohibition period. Whiskey intended for medicinal purposes was also allowed, and doctors basically became bartenders. It looked as though a full-on epidemic had broken out, as there was a sudden surge in prescriptions for whiskey. Sacramental wines used by churches and synagogues were also permitted. Orders for communion wine suspiciously skyrocketed by millions of gallons. And as rabbis had access to religious wine, suddenly everyone was becoming a rabbi. You had Rabbi Pat O'Leary, Rabbi LL Cool J, Rabbi Fluffy. But don't worry, I'm sure all these definitely legitimate religious figures couldn't possibly be selling wine in the back alley after Mass. Yep, definitely nothing strange going on here. New products also hit the shelves in stores, such as Vine Glow, a brick of dehydrated grape juice, itself not alcoholic, and therefore perfectly legal. But the packaging did contain a strangely specific warning. After dissolving the brick in a gallon of water, do not place the liquid in a jug in the cupboard for 20 days, because then it would turn into wine. I'll take 1,000. Yes, sir. Now, at this point, I want you to think back for me, if you will, to the year 2005. You're the coolest kid around, and you convince your parents to rent the greatest movie of all time from your local Blockbuster. But the movie starts with a strange message, something about not downloading a car. You immediately disregard that and hop on Kazaa to download the greatest song of all time, and in the process, drain your dad's bank account with copious amounts of ransomware. You were breaking the law, you bad boy or girl, but did anyone come to arrest you? No. That's my point. If no one's enforcing a law, while everyone's breaking it, is it really a law? And so it was with Prohibition. See, the conservative-led governments of the decade were also the kind of people who believed in small government spending. So they'd passed a law that would be extremely difficult to enforce, but also didn't want to spend any of the money required to enforce it. The newly created Bureau of Prohibition only had 1,500 agents to cover the entire country. That's one agent for every 70,666 Americans. In a massive country with 12,000 miles of coastline and one gigantic land border with Canada. Good luck, schmuckos. And all these clever little loopholes people were using to score illegal booze were only just the beginning. America was about to devolve into alcohol-fueled criminal chaos. By outlawing it, Prohibition had made alcohol a precious commodity, and millions of Americans would become outlaws as they found a variety of ways to score illegal booze. For example, many Americans began making their own liquor. Illegal stills from making moonshine were found by Prohibition agents from the hills of Kentucky and the caves of Arizona to parking lots in major cities, and even in the homes of Prohibition-supporting politicians. Of come on now, fellas. I voted for prohibition. I'm not gonna have an illegal still. What's this? That's my son, Freddy. Say hi, Freddy. Sir, this is obviously an illegal still. How dare you? Hey, what's this in the bathtub? That's bath water. Why does it taste like alcohol? Here's a better question. Why are you tasting my bathwater? Weirdo. Come on, Freddy. Let's get away from these perverts. To discourage moonshining, the government began adding extra toxins to many of the products moonshiners were using, which resulted in many cases of severe illness and death. But alcohol wasn't just being made at home. Along America's vast coastlines, rum runners smuggled alcohol into the country by sea. A floating supermarket known as Rum Row extended along the east coast just beyond America's maritime limit, and bootleggers frequently sailed out in small boats to pick up shipments of booze. These bootleggers could then be found selling their illegal products everywhere, even in the halls of Congress. Wow, Pop. One day, I want to work here. Well, son, if you work hard and never give up, one day even you could be a massive hypocrite. Even President Harding was known to serve his cabinet bootlegged whiskey, and some bootleggers were so successful, they became bazillionaires. Such as Roy Olmsted, an ex-cop who became one of the biggest employers in the Seattle area from smuggling booze. Unfortunately, all of his whiskey came from Canada. Yuck. All of this criminality was being made possible by copious amounts of corruption. Across the country, armies of government officials were persuaded to turn a blind eye. Bootleggers became so rich, it was no problem to stuff a couple $1,000s into the front pocket of the police chief, or the mayor, or their disapproving mother. And some cops were getting almost as rich as the bootleggers. Alright, men, everyone gather in. I've received word that one of you has been taking bribes from bootleggers. Any ideas who? Kevin, perhaps. Got any thoughts? No, sir. Many police officers came from the same communities that drank a lot, and they weren't about to arrest their own granddads for knocking back some homemade gin. But all this isn't to say there was no enforcement. Plenty of government officials were doing their best to enforce the new laws, and some unlucky individuals received very harsh penalties, such as a Michigan mother who was sentenced to life in prison for small-scale moonshining. Cases like these were widely reported in the media, and only served to make prohibition even more unpopular. But not just that, the media also loved to cover the exploits of the most famous bootleggers, turning them into national icons. One of the biggest bootleggers was a man named George Remus. Originally a lawyer, he watched as his bootlegger clients paid off enormous fines like it was nothing, and proclaimed bootlegging's the business for me. But unlike most bootleggers, Remus had big brain, and he came up with a pretty clever system. See, there were millions of gallons of liquor produced before Prohibition that were sitting in distillery warehouses, and it could only be sold with government permission to drug companies. So Remus set up his own drug company and bought all the liquor. Then he set up his own transport company to transport the liquor. And then he would send his own men out with guns to intercept his own transport vehicles. And this would happen. Hey man, this is a stick-up. Oh no, please don't hurt me. I won't hesitate to shoot. Please, I have a wife and kids. Hand over all the whiskey, Fatty. Hey! Fatty isn't in the script, you jerk! After stealing all the whiskey from himself, he could then sell it for big bucks. The perfect crime. Unfortunately, Remus was eventually caught by a goody two-shoes prohibition director in Indiana who wouldn't take Remus's bribes, and the government found Remus guilty of violating the Volstead Act 3,000 times. For 2 years, as Remus sat in prison, his wife promised to take care of all of his money. And by take care of his money, she meant have an affair with a prohibition agent, sell off everything Remus owned, and file for divorce. When Remus finally got out and found his big fancy mansion empty with his wife gone, he reportedly broke down in tears. A few months later, during their divorce trial, he spotted his wife in a car in Cincinnati. Remus hopped in a cab and asked the driver to run her off the road. The driver was like, okay. Then Remus got out of the cab and shot his wife dead. He immediately handed himself into the police, and his next trial, this time for murder, became a national sensation. Remus defended himself, claiming insanity, occasionally carrying out skillful questioning, occasionally crying in the corner. But the nation felt
give that bitch what he fucking deserves.
Had screwed him over, and so when after just 19 minutes of deliberation, the jury returned and declared him not guilty, the court erupted into celebration. And just to remind you, this guy bluntly admitted to murdering his wife. The American justice system.
Good.
Mwah. As alcohol poured into the nation, a lot of it was going to a new type of drinking establishment.
Bitches just think they can just steal from dudes all the time, no repercussions.
Drinking establishment, so secret that from the outside they often look like ordinary shops.
Oh, he's a nice guy. I'll just fuck him over.
Needed a password to get in. So secret.
I mean, I'm not scared of him after all. He's always been nice to me.
And once you were in, the party went all night long. Scantily clad flappers, snake ladies, jazz. It was a roaring time to be alive. Some publications even posted reviews of these illegal clubs, and bribes galore kept the party going. It seemed like half the police officers and federal agents in cities like New York were receiving kickbacks from speakeasy owners. Hey! What the Kevin Costner is going on here? Officer O'Hannity, taking bribes? Why am I not surprised? Prohibition Director Simmons? For shame. Mom? What would Dad say? Ask him yourself. Dad would say, quit being such a wet blanket and let Daddy earn his tips. Anytime a speakeasy was shut down by authorities, it seemed like 3 more would just pop up elsewhere. And some neighborhoods were so full of them that one resident began hanging a sign to try to keep partygoers from constantly knocking on her door. It really seemed like the new laws regarding alcohol, in some places, were simply being ignored. And one prohibition agent who traveled the country liked to see which city was the most defiant by timing how long it took for him to be offered a beer after he arrived. His winner? New Orleans, where a cab driver offered him a drink after just 35 seconds. Bravo! Many voices in Congress were already speaking out against prohibition and its failures. To display how ridiculous the whole thing was, one Republican congressman gathered the media to all come and watch him drink a homemade beer. When he asked a passing police officer if he'd like to arrest him, the officer said no. Hey Wayne, is all this what you had in mind? I thought we were gonna make the country better, but it almost seems like it's worse. What do you mean? Alcohol consumption is down. Well, that may be true in your small town world, but it says here drinking in some areas is up, as are arrests for public intoxication, drunk driving, and incidents of liver cirrhosis. The general chaos has turned America into a nation of criminals with no respect for the law, and all these attempts at enforcement are just costing the economy valuable money and eating up judicial time and resources. Release the lines. The social change and corruption that Wheeler and the Anti-Saloon League had been so eager to prevent, in the cities at least, was surging. See, when something's legal, you can usually regulate and control it. But make that thing illegal, and often anything becomes fair game. Legal drinking age, gone. Mandatory closing hours for clubs and bars, gone. Other unspoken sociocultural rules surrounding alcohol, gone, gone, gone. In speakeasies, different genders and ethnicities were beginning to mingle in a way they hadn't done before. The Roaring Twenties saw a monumental shift in culture, not least of all because now men and women could flirt in public without being damned for eternity. An outraged Wayne Wheeler did his best to make sure that anyone breaking the law was punished. He had even stricter legislation put in place in New York. But all this did was clog up the justice system with petty drinking violations, and judges began letting everyone off with light fines, so the judges could get back to dealing with things that actually mattered. You know, things like murder. And there was plenty of murder. Because bootleggers and moonshiners were one thing, but prohibition had given another kind of criminal an opportunity to make a fortune. Mobsters and gangsters. Hey Fat Tony, big news. Hey Fat Joey, what's up? I just got word from Fat Louie here that the government's outlawing alcohol. You know what that means. That means we're gonna be rich. Quick, call Fat Polly and let's go hijack a liquor truck now. All right. Hang on, let me tell my wife first. Hey, Fat Susan! No pizza for Fat Joey tonight, capiche? Stop calling me Fat Susan! Come on! Rival gangs began to battle in America's cities, raiding each other's transports, assassinating rivals, and trying to take control of their city's illicit booze trade. Every city had its top dog. Detroit had the Purple Gang. New England had Charles King Solomon. But no city was as infamous for gang violence and murder as Chicago. The city had multiple gang factions, and at first, they agreed to stay in their own neighborhoods. But the thing about criminals is that they're criminals, and the agreements inevitably broke down. One day, the leader of the Italian Southside gang was walking along the street when this happened. And he was like, you know, I think I'm done with this, and left for New York, leaving his crime empire to his chief enforcer, none other than Al Capone. Having been knifed in the face in his younger years, Capone gave himself the name Scarface, although interestingly, he hated that nickname and preferred to be called Snorky. Snorky was ruthless, just like any other gang leader in America. But what set him apart from others, the reason he's become synonymous with 1920s gang warfare, is this. Most other gang leaders would try to keep a low profile because, you know, they're killing and murdering and stuff. But Capone lived for the fame and kept an extremely high public profile, frequently speaking with the media about his exploits and presenting himself as a gracious host, providing Chicago with good times. No need to thank me, fellas. I just provide the city with a valuable commodity while doing away with the competition. You mean you murder people? Whoa, who said anything about murder? I just, you know, force my rivals underground. When you do the thing with the hands, it seems like you're talking about murder. Whoa, look at you with the brains. No, I just help people retire from life. So murder. Whoa! Al Snorky Capone was somewhat of an enigma, brutal in how he dealt with enemies, but in front of the camera, he was all smiles. One day, he'd be ordering hit after hit. The next, he'd be signing autographs in Wrigley Field. One day, he'd be bludgeoning members of his own gang with a baseball bat for conspiring against him. The next, he'd be playing Santa at a nearby parochial school. And no murder could ever be traced back to him. Just like every other criminal, he stuffed the pockets of city officials with cold, hard cash. And any who did try to oppose him sometimes found themselves being thrown down the steps of City Hall in broad daylight. Problem solved. The public couldn't get enough of Capone. He quickly became a household name as people romanticized the gang life he lived. And this became a source of concern for the people at the very top. President Hoover? What is it now, Miles? I'm busy. Well, it's just that there's a lot of crime, sir. Crime? How long's that been happening? Well, since the dawn of man, sir. What? Would you like me to blame it on the Democrats again? No, Miles. I want you to blame it on squirrels. Yes, the Democrats. Now stop wasting my time. Since having a crime lord controlling public officials and winning the hearts of the people probably wasn't a good thing, Hoover personally ordered that something be done about this Capone fellow. But before he knew it, President Hoover was also dealing with another major problem. You know him. You love him. Woman. The Prohibition era had been going on for nearly a decade, and anyone with a brain could see that it really wasn't going very well. One person with a brain was Pauline Sabin, an extremely influential and rich woman who served on the Republican National Committee, fundraised for Republican presidents, and had a secret wine room in her giant mansion. She initially supported Prohibition, but was now disgusted at the chaos it had created, and she began a new women's movement, this time not for Prohibition, but against it. Being the extremely influential woman she was, her new organization gained nearly 1.5 million members within 2 years, 5 times that of the Women's Christian Temperance Union. She hated that the WCTU claimed to speak for all women, and she began calling for the repeal of the 18th Amendment. President Hoover, I helped fund your campaign, and now I want you to end Prohibition. Miles, what is it I say when I'm not going to do anything? You'll look into it, sir. Oh yeah, that's right. Pauline? I'll look into it. Sabin gave speeches on the steps of Congress and helped start a growing push among the American people against Prohibition. But Hoover, a Prohibitionist himself, wasn't budging. Then, on the 14th of February 1929, something happened that shocked the nation. Men, thought to be working for Al Capone, tricked some Irish mobsters into meeting them at a garage in Chicago, thinking they were there to purchase hijacked whiskey. Instead, the mobsters were lined up against the wall by men dressed as police, and they were shot. The Valentine's Day Massacre had people outraged. It was cruel and almost felt like American mobsters had finally crossed a line. People were sick of the violence, and in part, they blamed Prohibition for helping to create it. The pressure on Hoover to do something was steadily increasing. Fine. Miles, I want you to put a report together to see if this whole thing is working. You mean the thing where mobsters are becoming increasingly powerful and massacring each other in the streets and everyone is disregarding the law and half our public officials are corrupt and taking bribes? That thing? Yeah, I want to know if it's working or not, Miles. Stop wasting my time! Hoover continued to drag his feet on Prohibition, but after the Valentine's Day Massacre, he was still determined to do one thing. He wanted Al Capone in prison. Since Capone had been so careful, the FBI were having a hard time charging him with anything, but eventually, they got him. Capone, we know you're supplying Chicago with alcohol and you've been involved in countless murders. Whoa, look at you with the crazy talk. I ain't done none of that stuff. But you're rich, right? You're damn right I am. And so where'd all the money come from, Capone? All right, I'll let you in on a little secret, but you gotta promise not to tell anyone, okay? I don't pay my taxes. Whoa! For all of his murdering, the IRS finally got Capone on tax evasion. At his trial, he didn't seem too concerned though, and spent most of his time having a laugh with his lawyers. Hey Capone, I gotta know, why are you so confident you're gonna win here? Well, Your Honor, because I'm an honest man with a big heart who's passionate about working for the good of the people. And also because I threatened the entire jury's families. Luckily, at the last minute, the judge replaced the entire jury pool with a new one that Capone's men hadn't yet got to, and Capone was found guilty. He was sentenced to 11 years in federal prison, the harshest penalty ever given to a tax evader. But even with Capone locked away, the violence in Chicago and other cities continued, and in response, the movement against Prohibition continued to grow. And the final nail in Prohibition's coffin came in 1929. After a decade of booming economic growth under 3 Republican presidents, the stock market plummeted, and America was thrown into the grips of the Great Depression. It was an awful time. 1 out of every 5 workers, 15 million people, would lose their jobs. Half the nation's banks failed. Temporary shantytowns were built for the broken homeless in public parks. Suddenly, very few people had time to care about Prohibition. Expensive enforcement of an unenforceable law didn't seem like that big of a priority when people were having their homes repossessed and losing their life savings. And many began to argue that repealing Prohibition would create vital jobs and tax revenue for the government. Yet President Hoover doubled down. Here's that report you asked for, sir. Gimme. Prohibition is great. Fantastic news. Sir, it says here Prohibition is great at undermining the rule of law in America. Miles, it says the word great. That means good. Now stop wasting my time! The public, increasingly shocked at the violence they saw in the streets, the corruption they saw in the government, the general disregard for the law, and now an economic calamity, had enough. For his re-election, Hoover faced a Democratic candidate who promised to finally do something about prohibition, Franklin D. Roosevelt. Crowds cheered as FDR made his campaign speeches promising to modify the Volstead Act, and Pauline Sabin, a lifelong Republican, along with her 1.5 million supporters, endorsed Roosevelt. And on Election Day, it was a landslide. Before FDR had even taken office, Republicans in Congress began the process of passing the 21st Amendment to repeal prohibition. One of FDR's first acts as president was to pass the Beer Permit Act, which made beer legal while the new amendment was being ratified. In 1933, with the passage of the 21st Amendment, prohibition was finally over, and the people celebrated like they'd just won a world war. Bars and taverns were packed. The WCTU were inconsolable. Wayne Wheeler was dead, and the celebration, particularly in America's cities, was intense. Heading into the mid-1930s, the effects of prohibition were clear to see. From now on, culture around drinking had changed, with men and women drinking together, not in saloons, but in bars and taverns. The crime syndicates that had been given so much power through prohibition remained powerful as they moved on to other things. Some states opted to remain dry, with Oklahoma only repealing its prohibition laws in 1959. To this day, there are still counties in America with some form of prohibition. So what did we learn today, kids? What's the big lesson?
Dry counties.
What's the moral of the story that we can all take away and
So
apply to our
fucking
day-to-day
dumb.
lives? Maybe that you shouldn't force your own morals on others who don't share them? Maybe that if you tell Americans not to do something, that's the one thing they'll definitely do. Or maybe there is no lesson. Maybe we're all just a bunch of dumb, stinky idiots, and we're all doomed. The end.
Wow, that's good content.
Do you ever think about what would happen if we gave guns to potatoes? And no, I'm not talking about America. Today I'm talking about Brotato. Well, this game answers that age-old question. Finally, we can see a weaponized potato in action, and it's pretty decent. I mean, look, he shoots the gun at the monsters that are attacking him, but like, look, it's only one gun, and he doesn't even shoot that quickly. Like, jeez.
Childhood. What's the deal with children? Is this a child? If children are the future, how come they never see it coming? Rain. One day you will save Gotham. And how come they always get to be on the milk carton? I want a turn. Free candy? I want some. Aha! I got one. Give me all your NFTs. This must be their lair. There's got to be some milks around here somewhere.
I want some more.
More?
More?
Certainly. Have all of the NFTs you can eat. All this and more on this episode of In the
So, Internet Historian, I see you are in the field for the 12th time. Would you like to explain that for us?
Oh, yes, well, see, I can't get the main channel video finished. And so I just keep pumping these out.
And so why is that?
Interesting.
And it has nothing to do with the fact that you were recently found to be the world's gayest man third year running?
Oh, not again. No, everyone's coming out from behind the curtains. Put the cake away. We're not doing this again. I'm not putting on the hat.
But really, man, congratulations. I know you've been gunning for that.
Do I read my speech? I did prepare this.
Please, go.
Yeah, okay.
So the camera's right there.
You know, I want to thank my parents, Jesus. I want to thank the Academy. Of course, my biggest inspiration, my muse. Many kudos. I learned from the best.
I'm shining down on you for like Mufasa.
Yeah, I mean, if he was still alive today, surely he would have won this award, but I'm still grateful to accept it on his behalf.
What's the closest you've come to dying?
I fell off a cliff. Okay. I think I must have been about 12. I was there with my mate, and I fell off it. The thing that sort of saved me was I fell through a tree.
Oh, sure.
All the way down to the ground. And I was like, oh. And then I sort of stood up, and I was like, oh, I'm not dead. I really feel like I should be dead.
Yeah.
I looked up, and I was like, holy shit, that was a long way. My mate saw some of it happen, and he comes like running down. So what the fuck? And then I'm like in this state of shock.
Sure.
I'm like,
Oh, can we just go get like an ice cream at the dairy? We walk down to this dairy and we get an ice cream each. We start walking back and then the shock wears off.
Yeah.
And I just start crying.
Sure.
Yeah, that must have been like doubly weird for him.
Was your ice cream not nice? Well, we can swap, man. It's fine. I fell into a wet hole, which would have been like a very nice, like, cyclical way of having a life.
Yeah.
I was like 3. That has to be one of my earliest memories.
Oh, that's when you snapped into consciousness.
Yeah, I guess this is the moment where I was
Holy
plugged
shit,
into Matrix
it's so
finally. 'Cause that was
annoying.
like a really large like property, and Dad had been digging these like holes to plant trees in, and they were really deep holes.
Right.
Really wide and really deep holes. Like
A lot of body.
Yeah, that too. I was meant to be one of them, I think, but it had rained the day before. And so these holes that Dad had dug were now full of water. 3-year-old me waddling around like, haha, this is great. I don't know what happened. I lost my footing and I slipped into this tree hole. I don't know whether or not I would have actually drowned, or if it was one of the things if I actually just like relaxed, my feet would have landed on the ground. But in my toddler brain, I was like, I don't know how to swim. I'm in a body of water and I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I just remember screaming my lungs out, and I have a vivid memory of grasping at dirt and grass like on the edge of the thing, desperately trying to pull myself out of this watery grave. And my dad like thankfully heard and sprinted down and like, you know, yoinked me out of the hole. And then I think he spanked me for being an idiot and falling in the hole, which is like, come on, Dad, I've already learned a lesson. Did you ever go to a school formal?
Yeah, I was a nerd, so that sort of stuff is pretty uneventful to me. I went to the first one, but I don't like to dance.
Yeah.
And so
I went to quite a few.
Ooh.
Only
mini kudos went to mini
like
formals.
No, stop.
We should start calling them mini formals.
Well, here's the only thing I remember out of every formal I went to, my entire high school experience was going to the bathroom, and there was 3 stools, and the one in the middle was free. And as I go in, these 2 dudes come out of the 2 toilets flanking it, and they're like, "Do you want to race us?" And I was like, "No." And then they're like, "Oh," and they closed the door, and then they started like, just I guess see who could shit the quickest.
That's memories.
That's the only thing I remember from any formal. Did you ever get the condom talk or the?
I think my dad, like, sorta tried to have that conversation with me.
As one of the major combat zones, the Abyssal Dungeon is where you can earn gold and materials for crafting gear. But it is also of interest to many adventurers, because it is where you have the chance to obtain valuable items, such as legendary engraving recipes and cards. However, be aware that you can only enter an Abyssal Dungeon once a week per character, and you may not obtain any gold or combat XP if your item level exceeds the recommended item level for each Abyssal Dungeon. In the Abyssal Dungeon, you fight bosses who guard each gate one by one. To fight the Abyssal Dungeon bosses, you need a solid strategy and preparation.
I think he just wanted to say, you know, look, if you had any questions, it's like, it's fine. I'll just Google it.
I think I was like 14 and I was sitting on the computer just chilling, and Mum like came over and she's like, she had like a like a banana or a cucumber, and she's like,
right, I can picture it.
We need to do this. And I was like, Mum, I've already learnt it. I'm not doing this.
So she sat down on the couch, right? She's lit a couple of candles.
Okay, no candles, midday. It was very neutral. I was sitting at my computer, probably playing World of Warcraft.
Right.
No, you don't want to, but we need to do this. And I saw the banana or whatever it was on the condom, and I was like,
oh my god, so she put the condom in her mouth, and then
no,
what?
stop! Didn't happen. It's just that maybe I wish I had learnt it again, because that could have been helpful down the line.
Why? What happened? You put condoms on bananas?
Well, I was putting them on my balls a lot. Turns out it's like completely the wrong place.
I like the idea that you get home from the grocery and you've got this bowl full of bananas in the kitchen. You go, all right, well, I've got to keep them fresh. So then you get out your pack of condoms, as my mum taught me to do.
These banana wrappers are great. I like the flavored ones. It imparts a nice chocolate flavor to the banana.
Makes them real slippery though. Adhead time. My name's Nordman. Welcome to a day in my life. Gotta wake up early. 2 a.m. Nord's got servers in every time zone, so you gotta be on the clock if you want to compete. Cold brew for breakfast. Air shower. Rub my teeth with some Himalayan salt. I'm ready to begin the day. Before I head to the gym, I shop around on my phone. Using Nord, I get savings on region-specific pricing. That's a tip. Stay rich. While I'm at the gym, I do sponsor read. How about Nord? One take. Threat protection. Take your security to the next level. Blocks malware, trackers, and ads. Whee! Don't just invest in the product, invest in the company. Don't mind that, it's just my Nord FT. Nord can also do this. That's one thing they won't teach you in business school. Stay wealthy. But the most important thing, knowledge. Read at least one book per day. Of course, it all makes sense. 3 p.m. Time to shoot my podcast. Alright, peasants, here's how to be an alpha. Sorry, no monies. Looks like the podcast is region locked. To view it, you're gonna have NordVPN. Or, God forbid, live in Mexico. 6 p.m. Time for business. What's up, Jeff? How's the wife? Just heard about Amazon. I think it could be something big. You give me some stock and I'll give you a 2-year plan with a free bonus month. Well, he must have got disconnected. Now for a good night's rest. And we do it all over to the office.
Too, right?
Closing?
Yeah. Some relative.
I shall cherish you.
Go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a huge deal on a 2-year plan, plus a free bonus month, plus also that threat protection thing. Add over.
Search how is Babby formed.
Fertilization is ridiculous.
How come this channel can show cum?
But you get demonetized.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Susan. Isn't it crazy that every one of us did this?
Okay, so it goes into the end of what looks like a grape.
The grape surgery.
This is it all grown up now. Do you feel old yet?
Shut up.
On their journey toward the egg. However, resident cells from the woman's immune system, mistaking the sperm for foreign invaders, destroy thousands.
Jesus.
Yeah, then they put on a stupid wig.
Next, half the sperm head for the empty fallopian tube, while the other half swim toward the tube containing the unfertilized egg. Some sperm get trapped in the cilia and die.
It's just a saw trap.
At long last, the sperm reach the egg.
So we get to the egg. Alright, at least this is going to be simple, right?
Isn't that how I imagine the egg?
No, I thought it was like a big one sort of thing with just a skin on the outside, like a lychee.
Yeah, exactly. This looks like a subaquatic plant.
They're called creep vines.
Oh shit, yeah.
Try to catch me!
With a layer of cells
right
called
there.
the corona radiata.
Oh, don't call it that.
Outer layer of the egg, the zona pellucida.
Zona pellucida. It's like
He's making shit up now.
The Zona pellucida of 1999 is the best damn concert I ever went to.
I'm getting like survivor's guilt from like the millions of sperm that died in really comical ways.
When we edit this, we'll have it with like a bunch of
Rage faces and all in the
that.
This thing that was full of all these cultural ludicrous stuff, but even the part where half the got is one shoe.
Yeah.
It's like egg this way, done in like rough paint on like a wooden sign.
Which triggers their acrosomes to release digestive enzymes. But the first sperm to make contact.
So what you're trying to say is that the pussy is kind of like the OG Squid Game. Because this dude had to fight everyone else through a series of wacky trials.
Oh yeah, no, it's true, because at the end he gets a dark haircut, remember?
Yeah.
Just like this.
That was the dumbest part of Squid
Joins BTS or whatever the fuck's going on there.
The tightly packed male genetic material spreads out.
And it's gonna, I don't know, all the spaghetti in its pockets just start falling everywhere.
Oh jeez, oh, I'm so sorry.
The female genetic material, awakened by the fusion of the...
Like, what is this? Is this like 2 AA batteries? What is... I don't even know what's happening.
This looks like in Majora's Mask when you play the Song of Time and go back in time.
Oh yeah, they ripped that one off. Yeah, now we're going to use these massive strings to pull you together. What? Who designed this?
This is like a Final Fantasy movie. This is like a summary.
Try not to let the battle area get covered by the plague.
Yeah, so if anyone asks you, how was bad before? It's as simple as that. One time, for some reason, I spent a week on a deer farm.
It's like a Simpsons bit.
Yeah, that's my childhood. It's like just different occupations every week. I must have been 9. It was run by this like elderly couple, and they had tons of deer. And the thing about deer is you have to have electric fences. Also, the fences have to be quite high because the deer leap. But also, the electric fences have to be stronger than that for cattle.
Right.
So they will kick the electric fences. Their hooves don't conduct that well, and so you really want to have a strong bulb. So it's not like a little zap, zap.
Yeah.
It's like fork in the outlet sort of deal. So we're feeding deer, buckets and buckets full of apples. I'm there with my sister and my mum, and my mum's like, grab the gate, and I go over to the gate, unlock it, and then I just suddenly wake up on the ground.
Ooh, that's fun.
Ooh, I just start crying. Yeah, I just got shocked by this fucking thing, and then I just dropped like a rock. That whole time on the deer farm was pretty fraught with injury, to be honest, because like even when the guy was going around telling us about the deer, he's like, don't stand behind the deer because they will kick. And then as he's saying that, he's standing behind a fucking deer, and it kicks
Rob,
him
you're missing the Game Awards.
and he just goes down like a fucking sack
Rob,
of
the
bricks.
Game Awards,
Yeah,
what
and
are
he
they
thought he was
on?
dead. And like, he's fine.
I am missing the Game Awards.
Holy shit.
Is he like Sideshow Bobby gets up in the exact same place and the deer just kicks him
Yeah.
Do you remember when you learned like certain words were bad because
The
you
Game
accidentally
Awards
said them in
2022 on YT
in front
or
of your
Twitch.
parents?
Yes. When we were very young, the strongest swear word we knew, and if you said it, you would be in enormous trouble.
Oh, actually, I already had it stream up.
Yeah,
Weird.
right.
Yes.
Ass and damn and crap, like back when those used to be hot shit.
I probably actually don't even care about Game Awards.
I'm like 10, maybe 11, something like that. I knew the word. So I just
Honestly.
went around like, such and such is
I mean,
wanker.
I know what I
Such and
like.
such is wanker. And then eventually my mom turns to me and she goes, do you know what that word means? And I was like,
Why are there celebrities at the Game Awards?
reluctantly saying, I know. And then she's like, it's someone who
LMAO, how high are you?
Very.
And then I was so embarrassed. I like never said it again. Oh no. Ruined everything.
I remember I was in the mall with my dad, and
It's
I was just
literally-
kind of like saying words.
Wow, 2 guys that's never played video games before. Talking about video games.
Myself.
Yeah.
I think I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, go on.
I was going through all the words in my head I could come up that ended with anchor,
Oh no.
tanker, banker.
Is
And then I
anyone
just
good
can't
watching the
start
Game
going through
Awards?
all the other
Understandable,
ones
was
to
just
see
saying.
if they sounded fun to say, and I said wanker out loud.
Well, no,
really
it sounds
bad, and I
fun in
just went right
theory.
down and immediately
Like, all right, the
snapped.
Game
I just told her
Awards.
to just never say that word again, and I was like, oh. And then I just said.
But then I
it
remember how
unmentioned,
shitty
and all
award
people
shows
were
are.
saying, "Fuck you, Dad."
Like, oh no.
I'm a freshman at university.
Yeah, this is feels weird.
Can't wait to.
This is a video game.
Whatever the fuck lecture. I go to this class and I meet these two girls, and one of them I really fancied.
What's Amaranth doing?
Not fancy all that much.
How come?
Anyway, we got along really well, the three of us, and we're sort of hanging out for a sort of couple hours after class, and then
Who the hell is
we'll
this?
trade numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So I got
Oh my God.
this girl's number.
Nice.
That was the girl A. Now I wasn't
Let's go to Ham and
interested
Cheddar.
in girl A very much. I was interested in girl B.
The girl B model.
We go off our own ways, and you know, I'm like, oh, you know, I want to text this girl B. So
Oh wait, that's backspring content.
This message. Hey, have you got girl B's number? And you know, trying to be really sly about it, but it's probably as fucking obvious as it can be.
Out of the way, I go.
And she says something like, yeah, sure, hold on, I'm in class. And I also had class. So what I then proceeded to do, put my phone in my bag. But this is back in the day when phones had to be locked. This is buttons.
Yeah, analog. Anything and it can just push down a button.
Exactly, when you used to be able to text and drive really easily.
Bring that back.
I know, right?
Texting, driving, drinking.
So, now, this particular phone had a very interesting quirk, which was that if you pressed the right button, it opens the menu. But if you press right again, it goes SMS. And then if you press right again, it goes new message. And if you press right again, it will go, oh, you must have finished with your message.
Yeah.
It goes to contacts. So these names are in alphabetical order, right? And her name just happens to be first on that list.
Try to catch me! Stop right there!
XQC's watching the Game Awards.
So, about that
We will
experiment.
follow you, Captain.
Where were they when we needed them?
Understood, Captain.
Stern.
Nothing about tow train.
He's a bit of an unknown quantity. He's now just asked his friend he has just sent you about 2,000 blank text messages with impatience. She must have had to turn off her phone, or it's just going off like ding, 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 ding. Oh, look at my phone again. And I'm like, oh my god, it's got 1,000 of 2,000.
So it's cancel again. Check out that Seth, you are a canceled buddy with him.
I'm Viltry, the headmaster here.
XQC doesn't seem very excited.
Lightfall, okay.
Destiny 2, who cares?
Oh, Warner Game Bros in DC. Batman?
We gotta keep looking. There.
Batman Arkham. In GTA.
New Batman.
Oh, DLC.
No.
Somebody find the back entrance.
Best dirty movie I ever saw! Oh, crap!
This door will not hold. We must barricade it.
You stay here, pal.
Female equal booba.
Master here.
Lots of booba in chat.
See this? I spent a lot of time dreaming of how I was gonna kill you with it.
Where's the Australians a fucking boomerang? Chat, where's that character? I didn't see
You're
him before.
mine now. And you're in for a world of... Ah, shit!
Wait, what? Get his dick off. What have happened?
Oh, hey guys! Oh, we were just having a little... I see, shush. You hear that?
Hey, Bruce! Still using shadows to scare the crap out of us criminals.
that Bruce?
Don't sweat it. Batman doesn't kill people. Are you okay?
Wait a minute.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I
Oh,
Headmaster here.
Batman's back.
What is this? That was a little bit odd of voice acting, but I don't know.
Oh, because it's
Yeah,
not
I don't know if it's
Batman.
enough to fucking make a-
It's Nightwing. It's Nightwing posing as Batman.
The iconic voice of Batman in the Arkham video games, Batman the animated series, and countless other DC projects. Actor Kevin Conroy sadly passed away last month at the age of 66. He was such an iconic voice. He was so amazing in the Arkham games, and I know we're all going to miss him dearly. Well, tonight we can share that he will return to Rocksteady's Arkhamverse one final time to play Batman in Suicide
Big
Squad:
brain.
Kill the Justice League when the game releases on May 26th of next year.
I mean, I need to finish the Arkham series. It's a good series. I'm on the second game. I own all three.
Now, as we think about the next phase,
They're about to come out with the fourth one. That's pretty cool.
represent the bright, bold, and inclusive future of gaming. That's why we have our Game
Well, it's
Awards
either zombie Batman or it's Nightwing,
tonight. Over
and they really don't do the whole
75
zombie
members of the
thing.
class from the past 2 years are here in the audience. Hello, guys.
Or it's Robin, who's all bad and always disagreed with fucking Batman and said, you know what, Bruce, we're killing people.
Read about them at tgafutureclass.com, and right now, meet one of this year's new members.
I mean, how many people died because Batman wouldn't kill the Joker?
Who also happens to be a street dancer.
Who? Walter White?
I'm Mick Minier. I'm the lead back-end programmer on Among Us, and I'm a street dancer named Dr. Robotnik.
Who cares?
Video game, get in line, and realize that we as animation dancers have the unique ability to show the body control, the robotics. We have the ability to bend time and reality. It's really exciting. I think there is
Viltry, the headmaster here.
You can't cancel it. Like, the whole phone is just going into paralysis with how many messages it has to send. And so eventually I'm just like...
Of course, it's loaded with ads. Ugh.
Because it's like, you've now sent this girl 1,000 messages. Do you call her and say sorry? Do you send her another text message?
I'm really biased against award shows.
Sorry about that. I have this inexplicable problem.
Should be like, what the fuck does that mean?
And so what I decided to do was nothing. I just never said anything about it and decided I sure hope I don't run into her again. And then about 2 days later, I get a message. The message has Girl B's number in it. Like, I still felt like I couldn't explain the situation, so I never did.
I'm
And
Viltry,
then
the
I went on
headmaster
this
here.
like awkward, not quite date thing with Girl B. For some reason, she agreed to meet up. Maybe I just forgot or something, but I never explained it to her either.
She went on a date with you because she was afraid of the same
I'm
thing.
Viltry, the headmaster here.
Yeah, I gotta do this to save my friends. I'll never forget this. You do the same for me. I'm trying to get some life insurance.
That's kind of cool though. Batman's dead in the age of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
They actually have a person come to your house now. You don't have to go to the doctors and do X, Y, Z. They'll just have a lady come to your house with a little suitcase. So she wheels it in. She comes into my office and she just starts taking blood. Like, I'm sitting in my chair and I got a fucking needle in my arm. And she's draining all the blood from my body. And
I mean, you did consent to it, to be fair. You kind of made it sound like she just rocked up and sticked you.
But one thing I didn't know that I was signing for is they do a urine test as well.
Yeah, stole your piss.
She hands me these 2 cups, fill one halfway and fill the other one full, and
that one's for me.
Yeah, she hands me a coffee mug and she goes, you know, if there's any spare. I piss into these 2 cups and I thought it would go everywhere because I'm not very used to it.
I got a shotgun cock.
Yeah, Yeah, very powerful stream. I had to hold it about 15 feet away. Anyway, so I do that. But then the worst part is, right, I thought, oh, she's going to put it in these like plastic bags and send it away.
Don't try
to the
these in the
labs.
human
Nope,
world.
that's just what she's doing with the
A
blood.
submarine
Gets
destroying
out
the
this,
world.
like,
2
big
years of
water
cosmetics.
Freezing cold
kit,
fighter
and then she
jets.
starts dipping
A station
it in
rookie
the
on a reef spot a dude wearing a
To be
suit.
fair, it's better
A
that she
fucking
did
black
something
hole.
with it, because imagine if you just
Football.
brought it out and she was like, ugh.
Trebuchet.
But it was so healthy. She said.
Exploding
It was just such a
basketball.
So tasty.
Yes.
While the
such
game
spicy
offers
taste
various modes
that
to
she
encourage
didn't
different
even
styles
bother
of
sending
gameplay,
the other
but
cups to
we
the
all
lab.
know that
No,
the
that's
only
fine.
thing
Like
that's
Game
truly
Beast, that'd be better.
interesting is to
It's
watch
a
your
great game.
friends lose their shit.
We played it.
I just stabbed a bit on her neck.
There are lots of weapons.
that'll keep those.
Very realistic.
No, it's really fun.
John Wick really needs to learn how to use this. And the final and biggest feature of the game, butt scratching. Party Animals. Play with your friends.
Oh
on Steam
my
and
God.
Xbox. Coming 2023.
Not even a date! Holy shit! Dude, they're just trolling! What the fuck is happening, dude?
No, wait!
I don't even know anymore. Okay.
The Last of Us Part 1. Everyone's excited.
That's right, The Last of Us is officially coming to PC on March 3rd, and later in the show, the cast of The Last of Us show from HBO will be with us to present an award. But now, to present Best Adaptation, please welcome the host of TGA Opening Act, Sydney Goodman.
I don't want to be rude. I'm just tired of hearing about disappointment. A little bit. Sorry. I enjoyed the game, but there isn't much more now to it than and it just keep talking about it. Don't say yes.
Tonight, we're presenting a brand new award for Best Adaptation.
Stop.
This award celebrates when
So,
beloved
about that
characters and
experiment
stories from gaming are lovingly transported to films and television. Here are the
Of
nominees.
course, films and television.
Best adaptation.
Guards, regulators,
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Make a name for yourself as a cyberpunk by how you live.
That was good. I enjoyed that. Dog shit.
Sonic,
No. Edge, what? Yeah, it's been good. I enjoyed Edge Runners. It was really good.
Uncharted. That was so funny.
It's gonna be Arcane, but Edge Runners deserves to win.
And the Game Award for Best Adaptation
Of
goes
course, it's
to
Arcane.
Arcane, League of Legends.
Even though I love Tom Holland, he wasn't right for the part.
Oh, the misery.
Fox is away.
All right, mute this shit.
Sorry, I know I keep doing this. Hold on one sec.
You're good.
Yeah, and I do the release, right?
Yeah.
So could I bring that machine in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I mean, there's no rules, but I just felt like
But
I
then-
had to bring in my phone, and it would. I couldn't. I wanted to bring my iPad because my iPad has a stand. My phone I have to hold, right?
Yeah.
And also, I put it on the counter. I tried, but it fell. So I just, it's uncomfortable already. They put stuff all over these chairs, and they dim the light, and it stinks. Of course.
Now, yesterday, I was over at the office, and it turns out that, sorry about the sound, Blizzard has sent me a box. Now, I'm going to open up this box. There we go. Now, it does have the address on it here, so we're going to take the address off of it. Give me 1 second. I have the perfect thing to remove the address. A machete, that's right. Give me 1 second. Okay. There we go. And there we go. Now, let me just turn this around again. Ah. All right. And there we go. Problem solved.
I shall
Okay,
cherish him forever.
treasurer isn't siding with the
Treasurer
technology.
Sasha's from Totridge too, right?
Just go back and double check. Okay, yeah, everything else should be fine. All right.
Stopping the
actually
demons
what I'll
comes
do
first.
Is I'll just change the focus on the camera. How's that? Yeah, that's good. Okay, where's my machete? There it is. Actually, I don't really need it anymore. But all right, we got the box right here. Let's see what we got. Sorry, it's hard for me to fit all in the camera. I think I'll do it. Here's what I'll do. Sorry, I'm trying to get all this to work and fit together. I'm gonna sit in the chair and then just roll backwards.
Stopping the demons comes first.
Dr. Bergstrom became like that when the demons seduced him. I'd rather follow that nut Kraus than be devoured by demons.
I actually think this is pretty good. Okay. Alright, so Blizzard has sent me a box. Now I'm assuming they've seen most of my recent videos, so my assumption is that this is a bomb. However, there is a chance that it won't be. So let's go back and we're gonna see what it is. Alright. So we'll put this, yeah, that should be good. Okay. They said there's a sheet of paper here. It says, "Greetings, champion. Adventure
Treasurer
beckons
Sasha's from
once again.
Totridge too, right?
As the long-dormant Dragon Isles reawaken, the dragons of Azeroth return to reclaim their sacred
guards,
homeland.
regulators,
At the
they're all
dawn
the
of this
same.
new era,
Now
they
is the
call
time
on
to
you
unite against
to
the
help
demons.
reckon with the looming threats and ancient
Understood,
mysteries of
Captain.
this fabled
Very
land.
we needed
We
that.
hope these commemorative items will prove useful in your coming adventures. Don't forget to share these items with travelers, followers on social media. Use the hashtag Dragonflight and tag us. Okay, sure.
Headmaster Viltry
I didn't
made
get
today
paid
my
for
birthday.
anything. Fuck that. I'm gonna make a video about it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to use the hashtag or not. Here, let's try this. Okay, we got this one. There we go. Alex Straza nudes? Yeah, if there's Alex Straza nudes in this, yeah, we'll use their hashtag. It's okay. All right, let's go
Headmaster
see what's
Viltry
in
made
here.
today my birthday.
See what all this is
I'm
going to
Viltry,
be.
the headmaster here.
All right. Just a minute.
It's my birthday today.
Ah. And is that everything in the box?
I'm Viltry, the headmaster here.
So what good has happened in the Gamer Awards? What's the highlights, K5? What I miss?
There's the box. This is actually a really nice box. It's a very, very high quality box right here, gentlemen.
Game Awards.
Okay,
This next
so let's go
world
ahead and see
premiere
what's actually
comes from
inside.
a
What's the name
Game
again?
Award-winning
BD8.
studio up in my native
What's
Canada.
that? BD1. BD1 classic. Wait, whom's? Oh, okay.
I'm Viltry, the headmaster here.
Anyway, in other news, chat. My mom, one of my oldest cat died not long ago. I mean, a couple years ago. And we only have one cat left. And it's my brother who has the other cat, right? This new cat was coming at home all the time for food or whatever. And apparently the neighbor is letting her keep it. He's like, yeah, you can have it then. Fuck it then. And just send me a picture of it then. Look, it's Simba. That's cute.
Oh, that's a good story. Neighbor said, "Fuck it, you could just have the cat."
You get that light skin stare. Oh.
It starts in the desert.
Dune. Dune.
You cling to life.
I'm Viltri, the headmaster here.
You find others. Friends. You wander the dry, dirty streets of civilization.
Looks good.
In the ancient halls of the testing stations.
Yo!
You find answers. You seek the secrets of the ever-shifting sands. Spice.
This looks fucking insane.
You do all of these things in my dream, sleeper. I am terrified of what happens when you awaken.
It's not RTS, I think it's MMO, right? Is it MMO, right? It's RTS? No, it's MMO! It's not RTS, you bumlord
That
fuck!
was your first in-engine look at Dune Awakening. Tonight, all the major gaming platforms are offering special discounts and offers on TGA nominees. You can check out the Game Awards sale across Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, Epic Store, and special offers on nominees on the Nintendo eShop. And that's not all. In celebration of TGA,
the headmaster here.
you can also play free demos of many upcoming games across Steam, Xbox, and for the first time, PlayStation.
Sick!
And right now, we're excited to share news about a playable demo going live tonight on PlayStation.
That's sick. I think that's a new meta. Survival on the nose.
The people had resigned themselves to their fate, cowering in fear of the hunters. But now, because of you, they might just stand a chance.
What is this? What the fuck? A lot of visuals.
It's a lot of visuals.
End this once and for all.
What does the chat think about this?
Those scumbags. Teach them a lesson or two.
How do I play?
Outsider. Wait, are you the hero who drove away the bandits? Thank you so much.
Our indie partners bring a whole world of fun. They spin new life into filling your faces.
Guys, it's Stadia 2, but I feel like it just gotta market it differently. So it doesn't feel, and people don't know it's Stadia 2. They're giving it like another run. I think that's the goal here.
So here's a big thanks. We can't wait to see where the fun takes you next.
It's like a rerun of Stadia, pretty much.
Free Grubhub vehicle skin in PUBG Mobile when you order $12 or more from Wendy's through Grubhub and use code PUBG Mobile.
wow, one big ad.
Hey, listen. Hey, Zach, you were gonna get paid for yourself, bro. I respect it. Oh, my shot over again. Unlucky.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. If we've got nothing else to do, why don't I tell you a story?
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot go on forever.
Those plants have slithered. Paimon doesn't like the look
Oh,
of
get
this.
Shatter into there. Fucking
Comes the catch. The wind rises. Bow your head.
I'll play that. Is that a gotcha? I like gotchas.
Welcome back to the Game Awards. That was like a Genshin Impact now in the middle of its third year and a double day at Yao Yao, upcoming character. Next is something truly, truly special. Tonight, all of us together get to experience the global announcement of the next game from one of our industry's most visionary game studios.
Wait a minute. Wait, yeah, Julieta. Ah, Julieta. No, stop. Wait, Dune again or some shit? What is this? I don't know what that is. Same actor. I didn't know.
XQC stare.
Morai, capital of Encavia, achieved.
Nah, it's not even the same thing. There's no shot. I'll shut up for now. They will redo the whole format. Never mind. Yo, this is $100. What's the thing on Bridge BB? What's up, man?
Death Stranding 2. No. No. No one liked the first Death Stranding.
Is he back?
Focus on what we can.
Any Death Stranding players out there? I don't think so.
Focus on what we can do.
Be more realistic.
Oh, did you find the monument? Oh, that's good to hear. I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you.
Uber Eats orders are on time 95% of the time, but occasionally something unpredictable happens. Hey, Odell, too much drip! And if your Eats ever get stuck, we'll make it right with 3 months of $0 delivery fee.
Happy holidays, Mr. Scrooge.
I can barely get reception outside the old town center.
You need a better network. 'Tis the season to switch to Verizon.
Tis?
Tis. You get a free 5G phone when you do.
Free?
Plus, Verizon gives you another great gift.
Oh, the more gifts, the merrier.
Oh, Scrooge.
This season, only Verizon gives you a free 5G phone and a free Xbox wireless controller when you buy Xbox Series S. Wow! Switch now to the network America relies on. Verizon.
Fuck you. I should have 2 different things on the Game Rewards, that way I can dodge commercials. You pizza pug.
Well, I know we have some of the cast from the game with us here. Hello, Leia, Shioli. Great to have you guys with us here. Troy is here as well. We heard him there. Hello, Troy. We're so excited about this collaboration you have with an amazing cast. I wanted to ask you the story of this game. How has the pandemic and what we've been through, how has that impacted your storytelling and the theme of this game?
stadium is crumbling apart. You don't win in ever war. You help us win this. Hadid! I'll know you're ready.
Oh, it's the guy from Suits.
Please help me.
I don't know what it's about. Yeah, for the girl from Suits, yeah, it's the voice actor.
Wow, he's an actor who recently performed in Midnight Mass and Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed. Please welcome Rahul Kohli.
As an actor, I'm drawn towards stories, but I think that's true of all of us, especially those who pick up a control. Beginning, middle, and end make up invested in a story.
Found a treasure map from a nomad.
These are the nominees for the best narrative.
Hugo was always worried that it would start all over again. He doesn't deserve this.
The golden odor is poured from Pika.
Fate only binds you.
God of War narrative. Elden Ring of the year.
Is this gonna be fun for the movie?
Hadid!
And the Game Award for Best Narrative goes to God of War Ragnarok.
There are so many people, a lot of them over there, who should be on this stage with me right now. So much goes into the telling of a story in a video game. From writers, animators, cine artists, level and technical designers, artists, QA programmers, audio, music. It's not just what's on the page. Obviously, our incredible cast, they elevate everything that we do put on the page. I'm honored to accept this on their behalf. I want to thank PlayStation, Scott, Herman.
Amazing.
You defeated Achira. SMS,
That's amazing.
IT, and facilities.
Wonderful job.
The heavy lifting they had to do when we all had to shift to work from home. That's incredible. And they're still supporting us now.
How about a story? How about a story?
You're looking for
How about the story? How about the story?
I'm just, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for your support. All the nominees in this category.
Yeah, don't care.
I have my undying respect.
So, that's a large box. Yes, it is.
I also want
to... Okay. And it's got Alex Straza, Dragonflight, or her is their dragon form on it. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. There's no glare on it there. Perfect. So, there's a box. Yeah, it's a box inside of another box. I'm sure inside of this box there will be another box. Here we go. Fix the camera focus? No, the camera focus should be fine. Okay. Let's open it up. Okay. What is this? It's a little, oh, it's a little map. Oh, it's a little map. All right, well, let's see what this is. Okay. Oh, shit. It's the dragon. So it's a tiny little map. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. Smoke it? No. It's not a pipe. Yeah, okay.
The
so
priest you're looking for is over
the
there.
Dragon Isles. That's cool. I like that. New mouse pad? It's not a mouse. It's not a mouse pad, guys. Okay. Let me move it over there. Okay, next. we have these.
Look, a clue. The monuments are dedicated to the Morai ruins.
And then what?
This is just the beginning.
Look at this.
Kaisar, the king of Encavia.
It's like it's a book, but this is really high quality. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna... Ooh, shit. Here, I'm gonna move up a little bit so I can change it so you guys can get a better look, okay? It's a quest journal? It might be. I don't know. Okay. That should be better. Yeah, look at this. Holy shit. I think it's like real leather or something. I have no idea. Well, it seems like it is. So we've got ourselves a little book, and we'll unravel the book. And what is inside of the book?
Oh, come on.
It's a journal. Oh, it's a journal.
On.
So you like writing
What
this shit
the
or
fuck?
something?
They nerfing the boobies? Why?
Wow, it's the
Now
story of
it's time to recognize
Shadowlands. Oh
more
my
awards
god.
and winners.
Yeah, the whole
Here are
thing's
the
in
nominees for
That is
Best Art
incredible.
Direction.
No booba, no
I
game.
like it's got
God
the
of War
little stamp
Ragnarok,
on it too, though. Look at
Horizon
that. That looks
Forbidden
pretty
West,
fucking cool.
Scorn,
To be honest,
and
this is
Stray.
like, it's one of
And the
those
Game
things
Award
that
goes
like,
to
it feels
Elden
good
Ring.
to
Oh, wow.
have it in your hand. You know what I mean? Like you
I thought it
hold
was
something and it
the-
just
Here are the
feels good to
nominees
hold
for
it.
Best VR
Yeah, it's
AR
made
game.
from real
After the
centaurs.
Fall,
That's
Among Us
true.
VR,
Very good point.
Phone Lab.
Okay,
Moss
now let's
Book
go deck,
2,
and we're gonna put
Red
this down.
Matter
Phone
2.
Lab.
I'll put
And
it.
the Game
I guess I'll
Award
put it
goes
right
to
here for now.
Moss Book 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
We
Congratulations.
also have.
Next, the nominees for
What
Best
is
Sim
this?
Strategy Game: Dune Spice Wars, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Total War Warhammer 3, 2 Point Campus,
Victoria?
3.
I
And
don't
the
know
Game Award this year goes
Probably
to
Victoria 3, I would assume.
Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope.
What?
Congratulations. Here are the nominees for Best Community Support presented by Discord: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
And the Game Award goes to Final Fantasy 14. Congratulations, JGP. Make sure to
Whoa,
check out
Final
their
Fantasy
Discord
14.
community at the address below. We have much more Game Awards.
I didn't even hear what they said.
Right now, here's a new look at Nightingale, a first-person PvE open-world survival crafting game that we first announced last year, right here at the Game Awards.
It's a long fucking Jesus.
For you,
Christ.
the
What
year
was that?
is
What was that?
1889.
First person PvE survival crafter mode.
The world as you know it teeters on the brink.
This isn't gameplay though.
Okay.
Show some fucking gameplay.
Has collapsed. Your people are cast asunder beyond
These
the
games are
frontiers
almost
of
always
your
fun, though.
reality. Realms alive with monstrous beasts, eldritch creatures and dangers of which you cannot conceive. You must gather your wits, craft whatsoever you require, and build a
Pretty
life
good.
in the realms. Uncover the secrets of realm cards, and venture deeper into the unknown. Realm Walker, your path forward is winding. And
This game looks awful.
Mary Poppins.
save yourself, survive the realms, and rebuild all that has been lost.
I think it's gonna be really good. Depends.
Tonight, in celebration of the Game Awards, Verizon has a special offer. Buy an Xbox Series S from Verizon, you'll get a free controller. Scan the QR code below to pick up an Xbox Series S and follow Average Jonas on Instagram at average_Jonas for more fun details.
I'm good for that, but it's fine. Thanks, man. What a deal, dude. You buy a console, you can play it with the controller.
We find
Holy
ourselves now
Chad.
at the beginning. Before leaving our place of comfort. Before being tried and tested. We can feel it.
Oh, I was thinking controller. Oh, for split screen? Wait a minute.
For the limits waiting to be shattered. And everything unknown. Sometimes we won't have a goal at all. We'll move forward in ways unexpected.
Ooh, Minecraft. That game was gonna be busting.
To lose ourselves in new stories.
Hello Neighbor. Literally been in fucking alpha since fucking 1997.
And find ourselves at home in the strangest of places.
39 years walking.
Here we are, at the beginning once again. With everything in front of us. Infinite new worlds to explore. And every feeling yet to be felt. Good luck. Have fun.
Back chest, I love the Game Awards.
Day one of quitting vaping. Once I get a couple days under my belt of not vaping, I'm just gonna feel better mentally. Today definitely was hard. I started vaping nicotine again because of the stressful events. I thought it was.
Oh.
Alrighty. How do I? Is it? We're good. Okay, just a minute. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of, oh, maybe a little bit of that. Oh, ooh, maybe a little bit of that. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute. I cut right into my, no, that's not it. Okay. I think I just have to tear it. It's just not working. Okay. Dull? No, it's not dull. It's just that, well, actually, it might be a little bit dull. Alright, I'll just tear it open. Okay. What is in this? Needs a bigger sword? Yeah. Need to enchant it? True.
First Game Awards, where we honored them with our first Industry Icon Award. They founded Sierra Online. They brought us Half-Life, King's Quest, and hundreds of other titles. And this show, my career in gaming, would not exist without their latest game. They're back making games that we're excited about. It's called Colossal Cage. It launches January 19th. Everyone, please join me in welcoming to the Game Awards Ken and Roberto.
The 4:3 aspect ratio. To be fair.
Wow, look at that. Well, that actually looks really nice. Let me see if I can now. Oh, that's so cool.
When we first started making games, many, many years ago, we knew the potential was there to achieve almost anything, even to change the world.
We're honored to be back here to present.
Hell yeah. That was dope. That was sick. That was sick. Love that.
Oh, I'm by myself. Nope.
More rave girl shit.
Here we go.
I think that was our first 5 bomb of the night. I think that was our first 5 bomb of the night. Am I mistaken in saying that was our first 5 bomb of the night? Hello Johnson, I did 5 subs. Oh my god. Kind of like, you know, you're about to do it. You know, like more from the condom, you know? Doesn't mean you shouldn't use them though, kids. Okay? Still use them, alright? Still use them. Very important. Alright, Hello Johnson. Who fucking my goddamn Sharpie? Somebody should make a goddamn compilation. I'm just saying. Fucking my Sharpie. Tugboat. Johnson.
Oh, doesn't she have her own song?
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thomas! Thank you for 50 bits. What's up?
Be gentle and sensitive. Oh, stop. Keep going.
Enjoy you embracing your inflation fetish so publicly.
I guess those things look good when I'm blowing up the room.
You got this, man.
Blue suit. God, it's hot as fuck. Look at this. Most of that is fake. Damn, bro. I can't wait to get out of this. I feel like I'm in a hot tent right now. Okay. Where were we? Sorry. Inflation. Inflation, Tubba Tubba. This is definitely this is like ultra rave girl music. Any pancakes in the tent? Nah, not this one. Excuse me.
You're all alone. But I believe in you.
Subscriptions to have you use a magic marker you have to visit.
There just when you're going to be able to join the party.
Agile visionary, man. They got invented a new strat with the audio.
Why have you come
in
here?
real time?
We must all cure ourselves.
Imagine if you must. The longest night of the year. The setting sun. The icy wind howling. The
Yo, did he leave?
Restless. As the sky grows dark, you reach for your weapon and find it gone, leaving you under the darkening sky with only your wits and what you can find or build. You light your Yule burner, hoping its pale flame will last the long night ahead. The sun sets, and your fight begins. Happy Frost Night, everybody! Keep your Yule burner lit!
You want to play the hero so badly? Fine. Let's make this interesting.
Fight, we die. And we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
Whoa! Jesus.
My, this place is fun.
Someone I want to meet. A friend who sees the world in simple terms. Not just a friend. A legend. He's not the kind of man who takes kindly to captivity. The cult captured him.
I'm just stroking.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Alright.
Looks amazing. amazing. I'm here with Joe Mad, legendary comic artist and CEO of Airship Syndicate. Joe, tonight you have a new title to announce, right?
We do. A few months ago, we announced that we were partnered with Digital Extreme, which has made Warframe a huge success over the last 10 years. And now we're going to leverage their expertise on our new game, which is a character-based online action RPG set in a brand new fantasy world. And we're super excited.
I think there's a little bit more. You got another partner to talk about, too.
We do. Another partner has come on board to support us and help us reach even more players around the world. And you'll be able to play it a lot sooner than you might think. So,
okay, let's take a look at the official announcement, the world premiere. Here we go.
Thanks.
Blocks.
Its arrival brought chaos. But we found a way to control.
The hotter the burner, the farther out the storm is pushed. So keep the temp high with Blue Glow.
We choose the path.
Doesn't look terrible. Oh, wait a minute.
Face the danger.
Doesn't look bad.
We control.
Yes, though? Nope. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is it top down? Is it a fucking first person? Third person? I don't know what it is.
The burner's running low on heat. Add some Blue Glow.
That looks good though. I don't mind that. I don't mind it. It doesn't look that bad at all. These games can be fun. Dude, listen. Can't know for sure until you play them or you see them. I don't know. It's a couple ways.
That Blue Glow fortifies the burner. We've dropped in some supplies.
Anyway,
Finally, we're through. We were just growing weary of each other's conversation.
Lend me your strength. Don't hold this against me.
I quite look forward to working together. Let's do this. I'm on a mission.
Our Blue Glow stores are running low. We'll need to track more down.
Joining me now are Genova Chen from That Game Company, creators of Journey and Sky, and singer-songwriter Aurora. Welcome to the Game Awards. And Aurora, right after the show tonight, you are going to be performing a virtual and free concert in Sky. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and I'm so excited. I'm sorry about my voice. It's so fucked up. I sang karaoke last night. I mean, yes.
It'll be perfect in the virtual
Yes.
concert, though, right?
But tonight it will be very good, of course. Yes.
So tell us, this is an amazing collaboration working with Genova and the team. Why did you want to do this?
I'm so excited about it, mostly because all of the people that are working on Sky, Children of Light and Genova, it's just the best kind of people, and it feels like this project is so full of love and light and understanding of the outsiders in the world and finding a way to make us feel home and connected. It's very pure.
Yeah, I got to experience it last week, and it really is very moving. It's kind of feature where virtual concerts should go. Genova, you've always built games about connecting people, relationships. I wouldn't peg you as someone that would go into the virtual concert space, but this is very special. Tell us, why did you want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, historically, we always want to push the boundary of how a game can make you feel. And with our game Journey, we connect two people. But with Sky and now...
Oh, they got me with the ad.
We've got storm readings saying things are about to get worse.
Tis the season to switch to
Watch the burner. It needs some heat.
And if an abandoned sedan makes your eats late, we'll make it right.
All the same thing, you know, long.
Keep the burner running at peak temps to keep the storm at bay. We're bringing in more blue glow.
Receio de mostrar o meu rosto às câmeras. Já cheguei a dizer para algumas pessoas que eu era tímida, mas na verdade já deu pra ver que eu não tenho timidez nenhuma. A verdade é que eu tinha medo de como eu seria recepcionada pelas pessoas, como por ser uma mulher preta, LGBT. Boa tarde, bebês! Chegamos pra mais uma livezinha. Aconteceu tudo totalmente ao contrário do que eu esperava. As pessoas me recepcionaram. Arrasar. Toda essa notoriedade me levou para lugares que eu jamais imaginei. Né? Final do Championship Qualifier Brasil. Então, dessa forma, eu sendo esse rosto por trás das câmeras, que inspira pessoas, que motiva pessoas, que cede voz das pessoas que não têm. Isso pra mim é algo muito importante, é algo que eu levo muito a sério.
That blue glow reignited the flames and kicked in the repair sequence.
The fun I have with this is a 14-inch fucking curved monitor.
Oh no! They're attacking the burner!
It's a Colt. I like that.
What the hell is going on?
Watch the walls. I'm seeing storm readings spiking again. That blue glow fortifies the burner. Pups are damaging the burner.
mobile.
We need to find some blue glow. The burner's starting to cool down.
It's a broken ass strategy.
That blue glow should keep things hot.
I see her. Holy shit, man. It's actually him. Holy shit. Dude, Blizzard can make a fucking trailer, dude. Holy shit, insane.
Wow, Diablo 4 and Halsey are just getting started on their collaboration leading up to the launch. More from Diablo and Halsey next year, but wasn't that incredible? Thank you so much, Halsey. All right, now we'd like to recognize some other winners tonight. In the category of Best Sports Racing Game, the nominees are F1 22, FIFA 23, NBA 2K 23, Gran Turismo 7, and Ollie Ollie World. And the Game Award goes to
F1
Gran Turismo 7. Congratulations. Here are your nominees for Best Multiplayer Game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
COD.
Multiversus.
Here comes another squall in the storm.
Splatoon
Brace
3,
yourselves.
And TMNT Shredder's Revenge.
COD.
And the Game Award goes to...
Husk spotted! Take it out!
Here, it's COD.
Splatoon 3.
What? What? What the fuck?
The nominees for Best COD Modern Warfare 2.
Wow, I just lost like all my connection. I don't even know how Fortnite's still going.
God of War Ragnarok. Having a pretty good night. Here are the nominees for Content Creator of the Year. Carl Jacobs. Rebellion.
Who the fuck?
And the Game Award goes to...
Watch the burner.
Alright. Anyway, guys, today, guys, how about some Minecraft fun? Chat, Minecraft and what?
Final Fantasy 16. Hogwarts Legacy. Resident Evil 4.
We've dropped in some supplies.
Starfield. And The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Zelda.
Maybe a fan favorite, but and the Game Award goes to
Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda
for sure.
Tears of the Kingdom. Congratulations to all our winners so far, and now it's time for another world premiere.
Find some blue glow. You're all out.
enjoyed the initial one, but that, man.
We need another dose of blue glow for the burner.
LA. Horizon, LA, okay. Average LED.
Burning Shores will see Aloy pursue a sinister threat in the untamed wilds of Los Angeles, and yes, even the Hollywood sign isn't spared. And now, please welcome the cast of The Last of Us show coming to HBO on January 15th.
The storm's stirring up again. We've got more bad guys incoming.
I like this guy on the right.
Just real quick, I know that I told you guys this backstage, but just for everybody else, you know, you've seen the show, and we just love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Big fans. Big fans. You know, we are big fans.
So, should we do this?
Keep the burner running at peak temps to keep the storm at bay.
We're here to present the award for Best Action Game.
We're airdropping some blue glow to your location.
This kicks
It's on
ass.
the burner.
What happened was that visual grip anyway. Todd.
Oh no! They're attacking the burner!
Call of Duty.
We need another dose of blue glow for the burner. It's on the burner!
Fucking one! Bayonetta! Dude, fuck off,
A supply drop has been
Bro,
sent your way.
get a grip, man. Ain't no way, bro. What the fuck is this? I play
That
Cypher.
blue glow fortifies the
On
burner.
behalf of the development teams at Platinum Games and Nintendo that worked tirelessly on bringing Bayonetta to life for the third time, thank you so very much. It's about noon back in Japan.
The only thing that Nintendo works
Start
hard on is
damaging the
destroying
burner.
grassroots esports events. Okay, chill out, bro.
Keep your eye out for blue glow. We're gonna need it for the burner.
I think you all know this, but no one does action games and over-the-top action games like Platinum Games. And as you saw, they're already hard at work on their next project.
Anyway,
so they asked me to say a few words on their behalf.
Oh, they
With
rolled
our
it.
long history of creating action games, it's a huge honor to be awarded Best Action Game for Bayonetta 3. We're also delighted to have been able to reveal a brand new title for the Game Awards today. We'd like to thank everyone who helped us bring the game to life, and of course, the fans of the series. With the characters just as important as the many players, to the many players as gameplay, we hope you'll keep your eyes peeled for Cereza's next stories. From everyone at Platinum Games, thank you very much. Thank you.
No ammo.
Congratulations to PG and Nintendo, and next we have a trio of exciting new game announcements. First, let's head to Japan for a special announcement.
Knowing LA, even after the fucking apocalypse, there will be cars all over the highway and all the people stuck in traffic, waiting years to move an inch. Where?
1000年以上にわたる紛争とテクノロジーの乱用により滅亡の危機に瀕している惑星を舞台にプレイヤーが英雄的な旅をするプロジェクトを思い描いている地球を越え記憶を解き放ち巨大な敵を倒し全人類を脅かす滅亡の未来を
Here comes another squall in the storm. Brace yourselves.
Oh, that fucking Fortnite shit.
ゲームスと一緒に取り組んできたゲームをご紹介できることを対面を持つと思いますプレイヤー自身が SF ファンタジーの冒険を描く主人公となりオンラインでプレイヤー同士が協力して楽しめる
Keep them off the burner. Blue glow for the burner. Damaging the burner! We've dropped in some supplies. Push back the storm by feeding the burner more blue glow. Keep them off the burner!
Alright. An MMO?
Find more blue glow to keep the Yule burner fired up and push back the storm.
What? Oh, it's chat say remnant. Remnant from the ashes. I hope it is. It is. Remnant from ashes. Light? Yeah, I played.
We need another dose of blue glow for the burner. The storm's stirring up again. We've got more bad guys incoming.
Biden's America.
Keep the burner running at peak temps to keep the storm at bay. Keep them off the burner!
Coming up, Animal from the Muppets drops by, and Keegan-Michael Key shares a new look at the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And still to come, the award for Best Game Direction. Stick around.
Little help here! Monster damaging the burner!
World of Tanks or War Thunder or some shit.
Look out for a new supply drop.
I'm down. Help! Insane. refrain from Skydance, okay?
There's no victory to be had here.
Track down some blue glow. You're all out.
There's only survival.
Keep them off the burner.
The strength of your resolve is the only thing that will grant you another day. Breath.
We need another dose of blue glow for the burner.
Is relentless. It devours everything. And soon, take your I found no meaning to this struggle. When the end comes for you, do not yield.
That's kind of cool though. That's not bad at all. But none of this was in-game footage or anything, or in-engine. It was all not
Watch the
gameplay,
walls.
so you
I'm
can't
seeing
tell.
storm readings spiking again.
Always take those with a big ass block of salt.
Back the storm by feeding the burner more blue glow.
Upcoming Super Mario
We're
Bros. movie.
airdropping some blue glow to your
Keegan
location.
Michael Key.
They're damaging the burner. Oh no! They're attacking the burner.
Hey man, I'm here. Hello.
Don't fall. I'll have to pull you out until there's a break.
Celebrating tonight, right? Yes. Okay, now
I've got you.
there's something
I'll drop you back
that
in when
I
there's a
would like
break.
to address. And if you guessed that it is, well, something about Toad's head, you would be right. Because I see a lot of people online saying that it's a hat, and you know what? It's not a hat, it's a cap. You see, because the cap is that top part of the mushroom that houses the spores and everything. And also, a cap is another word for hat. I see how that, okay, I just right now saw how that could be confusing. Wow. Well, okay, whether you call it a cap or a hat or a capat,
I think my computer needs a reset.
I'm good with all of it because it's just parts of Toad's awesomeness. So now please enjoy this clip of a few of our capped and hatted friends in a sneak preview of their super awesome journey.
Excuse me, everybody coming through. Got a big adventure happening right now. Just leave a pass for us. If I could just...
Here you go.
Excuse me.
That looks really good though.
Excuse me, everybody coming through. This guy's brother is going to die imminently. Out of the way, please. Just trying to clear a path. That's all I'm doing. He's gonna be fine. Chantrell, nice to see you, bud.
Does this thing work?
Yes, well, great. You just have to blow into it. And up we go.
Wait up. I'm not gonna make it then. Oh, no.
Oh, okay, so these bricks are just floating here? Just pop in this pipe and we're on our way. It's the only way to fly, man.
Oh, wow. Love these pipes.
Nice.
That joke is so old.
Here we are. Palace doors. Big bang boom. Come on.
Yeah.
That looks absolutely so amazing. Can't wait.
Let's play.
Yes, I like the energy as
Parts of it is
I'm
enough.
now joined.
You run to one, be the Lost Wages.
Muppets Mayhem. Say hi, Animal. We are at the Game Awards. I love this enthusiasm, Animal. So I have to ask, what do you want to play?
Tarnished.
Elden Ring? Is that I didn't imagine you being a Soulsborne.
Does anybody have like a priest emote?
Do you have a favorite boss?
Does anybody have like a priest emote? Because like I feel like hold on. Oh yes. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay.
Still thinking about it. It's pretty tough in the game.
Hold on.
Have you ever thought about kind of appearing in your
Habibi Prage.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this right here is the start of like a joke. You know?
Oh, that's
this right here is the start of like a joke.
I was gonna be into that or not, but never know.
Yes, dude!
Yes, bro! Yeah, I guess we'll talk to Hideo.
This is a great way to end. This is the last one in the queue.
But all right, what if that didn't work out, and so you had to make your
What a great way to fucking
game?
end, dude.
What would you call it?
Animal Crossing.
I think that one's taken. The Nintendo lawyers might have some issues with that. But anyways, Animal, it's great to have you here at the Game Awards. Should we maybe give out an award now? What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, music.
Okay, Animal has spoken. Let's check out the nominees for Best Score and Music.
Oh, definitely got a war.
Best score and music.
It's not even close either. Oh no! Wait a minute. Elden Ring. No, Elden Ring. Elden Ring. I forgot. It's a close call between Elden Ring and God of War, but to be honest with you,
Open.
Elden Ring.
Animal, okay.
Don't troll
And
me.
the Game Award for Best Score and Music goes to
Elden Ring. Don't troll me.
God of War Ragnarok.
Okay, I mean, I guess maybe I don't know. I'm gonna give it a buck. I feel like Elden Ring was harder. It's fine.
Wow, Animal! Whoa, buddy! My favorite drummer! I don't believe it! I literally don't believe it. No, thank you so much, everybody. But I really gotta give it a shout.
Johnny is live MR Jesus Pod.
Johnny's live. Bitchin' song.
How much snow ya got?
Alexa, how much snow have I got in the last 24 hours?
The outside cold kind.
In Butte, on Thursday, December 8th, at 9 p.m., it should be 10 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. At 10 p.m., it'll be 10 degrees with cloudy skies. At 11 p.m., it'll be 8 degrees with cloudy
Alexa,
skies.
how much snow have I got in the last week?
I only have weather information for the next 10 days.
Alexa, how many inches of snow have there been in the last week?
I only have weather information for the next 10 days.
Alexa, tell me about how many inches of snow.
No snow is expected tonight.
You know what? Fuck it. There's no snow. None. It's been snowing though, so I don't know. A few inches? I mean, my sidewalk looks like shit. So I had a brainstorm the other day, or today, or whenever, but since I worked for a job that closed down, I might qualify for unemployment and food stamps.
What a dum-dum.
So I filed for all that today, and my applications are pending. That'd be cool if I get unemployment, sit around, get paid to sit around, do nothing while I look for work.
So what? You track and kill him. Is that it?
Hello.
Fuck this guy.
Hello. How's everyone doing today? Awesome. Hello.
I'm gonna be a hater.
Today, we're doing a black man skit. I know, it's amazing, right?
Refuse to like the stream.
Did herself with the makeup. Looks very realistic, right? Whatever, bro. Took hours to do. It's honestly crazy. Can I get W's in the chat? One in the chat and I'll say your name. Before we start, black man skit.
Putting two in the chat.
Okay, a lot of people are saying this is a bad idea. It's not a bad idea, this is a great idea. One in the chat. Hello, Lucas C. Hello. Oh my gosh, these names go by so fast. Whoa, Omar, Tyler.
Twitter Andy's.
Whoa, Ozzy. Oh my god. K5.
I'm not even saying it, man.
I can't even see these names. They go by so fast. I mean, I'm John. What am I talking about?
Dwell in the darkness. While we draw breath, we stand. While we stand,
Megalodon, John Doe, Alex Perez, CJ, bless my heart, it's amazing. Steve, Happy Turtle. All right, guys, so I'm a little slow today. Yeah, I know, it's great. I'm fast. I'm lightning speed today. I'm on top of it. All right, so I'm really out to herself with the makeup. Looks real realistic. A lot of people are saying this is a bad idea. Ignore those sounds. So this is a bad idea. Black man skit's a bad idea. All right. I'll take off the makeup.
I was talking about Life is Strange and things like that. And they're usually very, very forceful in how the narrative plays in.
God, bro. All that effort for Sophia just to take it off. We'll just go ahead and have a normal makeup. I understand how it could be kind of controversial, just like the Queen we did this like previous time. I just wanted to change up. I wanted to do a new scale. I wanted you guys to be happy, but obviously a little bit too far, yeah? A little too far. And I know it kind of looks like someone in particular that you guys know. Just wanted to have a little bit of a different idea, but we won't do it though. We won't. We'll just do happy. That's what we'll do. Jeff, what do you think of the giving us up for the pre-test? Thank you for the Fortnite night. How long have you been attending the booth for, John? No, it's makeup. Sophia did the makeup. Lots of bronzer, lots of foundation, all that across the board. Took quite some time. How did you do the pre-test? Yeah, you're still rocking that new tan. You're rocking that new tan. Howdy, it was makeup. I appreciate that. Thank you, Hour, for the Dog Night. Chickens broke John's chat. Jeff, thank you for giving the sub, my man, to Tom McFlynn. Thank you so much for love and support coming from there. I appreciate that, my man. Thank you. And thank you for production before I appreciate that. But on a serious note, everybody, something about chickens. We just got them from the airport just a little bit ago. I'm gonna give Masha food because she is absolutely really crazy about it. Okay, go down. I'm gonna feed Masha really quick. Go down. Go.
We're ready
Masha.
to expand again.
Masha, really.
When you're ready to start the fight, select Expand Shields from the Storm Shield console.
You still want to see that magic trick?
There you go, boys. But what I do in the chat is I scroll, stop it for a little bit, and catch it for things because it gives me motion sickness to fly by that fast.
I saw that. I was like, oh wow.
It's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But it looks like a mental, like, it's like, holy shit. Instant headache. Maybe you get used to it, though. Let's see what the rolly chairs. The only reason I don't have the rolly chair is because Masha is so okay, well, get that chair over here. Thank you, Willie. Dark Web Pillow 3053. Who's the black guy? Can we follow on Instagram? Team Masha. We support you. Thank you, Bug Dogs. And thank you, Dark Web Willie, for the 3053. Just push her. She won't do anything. She's so passive. She doesn't care.
Which game saw the biggest increase in viewership over the week? According to a Twitch Twitter poll, the winner was Katamari. All right, we've got much more game awards ahead. More world premieres, including
most dogs though.
Final Fantasy 16.
Most dogs though, they're not about that.
The game of the year presented by Last.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. What are we doing today? What are we doing this week? Well, a lot of exciting things, to be honest with you. Let me also.
Here's to colorful competition. Here's to inking turf together. Here's to every friend, every rival,
Okay.
every splat.
All right. Now, welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone's doing phenomenal. We are going to be doing a collaboration. We are going to be doing the hacking hostage skin and whatnot. But before we do that, I thought it would be a lot of fun. Oh, you can make it higher or lower, it doesn't matter. It just swivels all around. I think it's like on the lowest mode possible. No, it's not fake. It's not fake. Real person. Not fake. Not
It's a good green screen.
No, it's real person. CGI Discord call.
Welcome to War Games, soldier.
Not fake.
I do not understand half of these dials and monitors, but it seems like you've got some strange stuff coming your way.
Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow, though, I will stream, but we will not be
Western
home,
Reach simulation has not been cleared for use. I'm sure that's just boilerplate.
But for the remainder of the weekend, we will do a
Now for the real challenge. Close quarters modifier activated.
What's the title? Oh, I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, I will. No, it's not pre-recorded. Prove that you're not pre-recorded by reading something. Touch him. See, look, I'm touching him. Look how real he is. Look. Great to see.
You want to see a magic trick?
Enemy down.
Read one of the comments. You know.
If you want to shorten that wave timer,
Oh, this lag is atrocious.
Hi, how are you?
He's right there. He's just on a loop right now with the magic trick. He's here. Yep.
What's the number in it?
Four. Not the 7. He's here. Alright.
Want to shorten the simulation timer? Then keep your little paper trail for time cheats.
I'm not gonna say his first and last name. His name is something specific. That's his YouTube channel. I'm not gonna say his first and last name and his name. I'll let him have that himself. But this is really our thing. We have done a collaboration, if you remember, about 2 months ago when we did We're still working on that. Yeah, actually, I feel like we did. You update the viewers. How is that video going on? You already know the answer. You tell the guys already know the answer.
Didn't I tell you? Simulation timer shortened.
Hi, how are you?
Just like a general where it's at. This Saturday. That's the good one. There you have it. Here's your answer. There you go. Quit letting strangers in your house. I'm down. Help! Need help! But anyway, on a real number. So, breaking in. Ow! I'm down. And then I hack them and then I break their window and then I run away. But let me explain what we're going to be doing this week. And TV Man, thank you so much for your time. Awesome to see you both guys in the same room. Super excited for the next week. Keep for the good work. Thank you. And Stars, good evening, sir. Well, I didn't even catch the name. One in the chat, I'll catch 2 names, and then I'll tell you tomorrow, this week, as a whole. But type in the chat and say hello to Hey, how you doing, sir? I'm doing phenomenal. Today was going to meet you up. What's going on? What's going on? Jeff, great to anybody. I hope you're doing phenomenal, man. I was going to appreciate deeply. How you been directing? What's going on? What's going on? Smoke, welcome. How you doing? It's a week of tweets, but even still going on. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Hello? Welcome to the new audition video. What's going on? And hey, I see you. You're doing right, Marshall. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing good. And Beth, welcome. Funny name. Hope you're all doing great. What we're going to do right now is just kind of go over what people we can look up for the next just for fun, my own amusement. You know, I get every time as that one hacking bald guy is scary. And I know about chicken skins probably much more often. Oh, you're that guy that does that magic trick thing. You're going to do that. What are you doing right now? So, I just want to see if we can both pretend to be recording and just say and see what happens. Go from there. But we are not going to do I don't want to get banned from that word. Man, that hurts! So fun thing about you. Man, that hurts! One thing of your name, and it's just auto. Need help! That's why I have the app. I'm down! Help! No, we're not doing I rules. I don't want to get kicked out. Help! Alright, so we're going to Megal. Start this off. And, need help! Help! Please! Back in action. But I also can. Help! Little help here! I'm under attack! Please! Alright, let's see what happens. I'm down. Let's see what the initial interaction is. We need more light. Need help! Please! We're good, Ken. Hey, good, buddy. Alright, let's see what general interactions we get. By the way, this is nothing. We're just gonna see what people we come across, like, and if anybody, and if anyone notices one or of us or you, just pretend to be like the same. Please! I'm down. I know that's for me. Hi. No, I don't like seltzer. This is static fucking water. It's water devoid of flavor and love. Hi, ma'am. Can I ask you a question? A little help here. What do you think of this gentleman? Yeah, bad. I'm down. Can't think it.
Move! Defense point is moving to one of your amplifiers.
I'm still probably yours. No, I ruined it. It was under the roll overlay. Good evening, sir. I'm down. Hello, sir. Let's let me catch that. Thank you so much for the $3 for the green Yusef. I appreciate that. Also, I want to reiterate, I want to make a new jump scare this week as well. Yusef, come on, says chicken, welcome. This may work out. John gets called Hitler. Johnny seems 24/7 with you. This may out. Thanks for joining, John. He should have more subs. He grinds every night. It was funny. Yeah, Yusef, but I don't post as many videos. He's grinding consistently, juggling multiple videos. And Masha's here to my noise. Little by little.
Hey, hey, is that a black man behind you? Yo, is that Hitler?
Hi!
Hey, yo, looks pretty good.
Great job. Hi! How you doing, sir? No, Baby Yoda. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. Hi. Why are you so quiet? Do you hear me? Am I loud or quiet for you? Loud. What do you think of my friend? Yeah? Do you have any questions for him? You have no questions for him? No. I just thought of an idea. What we could do. You could be my son. Wait, you can do it? You could be Gavin. Hi. You could be Gavin.
So wait, you want me to be honest with me? You just say I can go get my son?
Yes. Yes. One second. Let me fix this. One second. Let me take this off.
Who's Gavin? Who's Gavin? It's my son. Look at this.
There we go. Perfect. Oh, do you want me to do that? You have to be right. Wait, let me get the... Marsha! Okay, so... Perfect. But to make this better... I'll be like, yeah, I'll go get my stuff. And then I'll walk off right here. Yell for you. Yeah, you're not even on the screen. Can't even see you. Oh my god. Mustard's just not letting you move. I was just like, I don't like this. I'm not gonna let him do anything. You know what my boxes? How you doing, son? Okay, let's do this. Let's get that out. Perfect. Yeah, that's good. You get any closer, you basically... Perfect.
Why are you so weird? You.
Oh.
Look familiar.
Magic.
Probably.
Actually, where have you been?
Huh?
Where have you been?
Where have I been?
So the way you're walking, there's like a hiding in top. Hi.
Hi.
Would you like to meet my son, Gavin?
Sure.
Promise me you'll be nice?
Yeah.
I'll go get him with that. Kevin! Kevin! Come here, buddy! Come say hi! I know. It's blurry. Oh.
I was telling you it's a blurry screen.
I didn't realize.
I was like, it's blurry.
I thought you did. Yeah. No, not right now. Go for it. all you. I don't want to hear it. 1 second. That was. I thought you could Hey, how you doing, buddy? What are you
Good,
doing?
dude.
I'm doing great.
What was that?
I just ate blueberries. My wife. I'm in my son's room, Gavin.
Yeah.
That's my boy's name.
Oh, lovely.
Would you like to meet my son?
Yeah, go for it. As long as it's not your dick.
No, no. You promise to be nice?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of you.
Gavin! Gavin, come over here, buddy! Go ahead and say hi to him. Go say hi to this man. I'm sorry, buddy. Hi, Gavin. How are you doing?
Well. Guess I owe therapy bot $20. Nice work, rookie.
Okay.
People. I'm gonna start removing people. I'm gonna get rid of like 5 people right now. It's so slow. I hate this, dude. This is the worst part of this. 37 months, I'm dead. Yeah, 37 will be 3 years technically. Because, you know. Who else? Who do I not know? I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I might be okay. Remove me, I don't have online. Really?
I didn't even know that I'm seeking.